TikTok. So Victor ilikuwa poa sana. So tunaendelea by the way. Asako YouTube tumeanza tena from the start. Hope iko poa saa hii. Sijui tuone hata ni try kama itaingiana. Very disorganized leo. Na check microphone. Niambie sound kama iko fit Asako YouTube. I think iko fit saa hii. Okay, sasa works. Iko poa. Asikia hapa hivi poa. If I microphone, yes, iko clear. Ilibidi restart tena. I think software iko pick ile update yangu ile nikianza from the beginning. Man, leo tuna shida leo. Lakini sawa tu. Sina sibabaiki sana. Tafute nini? Maliza monitor hapa hivi. Sasa live, tuko live tena hapa. Inakuwa fiti sasa. Tuanze tena. Yes, iko clear saa hizi. Sasa hiyo ni poa. Iko fiti. Hapa ni wapi hapa hivi? John Paul Abai nakuona bana. Ananyeleza white kama mimi Nacheki. Hapa hivi tuko poa. Iko fiti. Identify. Virus wanatoa hiyo bridge construction. Good, very good. Sasa that's good. So tumeanza tena ile ina flash. I feel kama niko time badly. Acha nikae fiti. Acha nikae kama iko nini podcast. Na nao inua mguju. Hii kiti ni recliner by the way, ni recliner. Ni vile tu staki ku recline sana. So, from the start kama ulimiss last time ilikuwa hivi. Mambo ya government ya US iko shut down. Juu Republicans ndio wana run House, Senate na executive, everything. Alafu Democrats ndio opposition. Lakini kupass bill ya expenditure lazima Democrats wako involved. Hiyo ni kama ile democracy rules na kila kitu. Unfortunately, naweza sema tu alafu niachane naye. Hii government ya saa hii wako na ubaya fulani, wako na cruelty, lazima waumiza watu. So they don't want to see any negotiation kabisa. Wataka tu vitu zinaenda. So imedelay DV for kwanza last month, maybe ni juu ya government shutdown, itachelewa kidogo. Hopefully wata resolve this story juu ni government shutdown ni big deal. Lakini kuna wase bado wako na attitudes, sijui kwa nini. Anyway, hiyo ndio story ina hapa hivyo. So number 1, number 2 ni hivi. Nilitry kupost ile the 7 baby steps kwa Facebook yangu. Ile kama ina explain everything. Sijui kama naweza open hapa hivi, naweza open Facebook hapa kweli. Basi sijui mtu wana Facebook. Kama itakuwa. Hii kompyuta mbali na mimi ni aje? Kafikiri karibu. So nimeka zile 7 baby steps kwa account yangu ya Facebook. Sijui kama ilingiana. Hata sika logged in hapa. Kabisa. Sika logged in. So anyway, ni kompyuta nyingine. So kuna aspects mbili za kuweza kubuild wealth yako polepole. Number 1 ile mse come states hauna clue, you have no clue what you're doing extremely. Yani you have no idea basically. Unaona? Nakoga hivyo. So kwa kama una idea niko distracted tena. Tena kama naweza fungua hapa hivi. Kama itafungua anything. So kuna ile jaro ile una coming states au juu kitu ya kudu kabisa. Kuna watu kuja mpaka wanachanganikiwa. Juu naambiwa it's supposed to be a bed of roses. Kuja hapa hivi life inaingiana. Unfortunately sometimes wengine unapata au juu mtu anakuhost au vitu zinaenda tu vibaya. Na naongea juu ya personal experience. So mimi nilikaa nikachukua credit card, nikaambiwa you have to build credit. Nikachukua gari ya deni, simu ya deni, vitu za deni. Alafu realize wait a minute. Nimejimess up in a way kwa sababu nimechukua deni mingi that I can't really afford. Alafu after that immediately nikasemaje, wacha niende ku catch up na deni zangu, which ili work out na mimi because realize aje nili choose expensive lifestyle ile singe afford, alafu nikamkuni mess up baadaye. Unaona, mtu akianza kukua na eyelashes za white, hapo sasa lazima you apply kukua chief wa mtaa yako. Nikona sijui kama zangu ni white, inaweza kuwa ndevu ni white already, imeanza kushade kidogo, sikwagi na paint anything. So inaanza hivyo, unaanza kama unaingia, you try and figure out life. Unaanza na ile story ya nini, how do I figure out, utaanza na expenses alafu catch up. Ilikuwa jani yangu. Nilianza na very expensive lifestyle because niko Kenya, niko na job pia. So I'm trying to catch up to my life in Kenya. I did, nika realize you need a lot of money to do that. So nikajiwekea target. I need to be making 800 a week ndio ni meet bills zangu comfortably. That's what I told myself at least. Nikaenda hivyo. Unfortunately, because life happens, nika end up in debt. Nika skip some payments, nika catch up on my payments. Nikaingia tracking niingia na deni. So the whole moral of the story ni tracking iliingia na deni, gari nilinunua deni, simu ilikuwa deni. Ibra kanaambianga America watu wana deni, kila kitu yonga ya deni. Kila msaka na gari poa ni ya deni. That's not true, by the way. It's true. Anaangalia pia from his own perspective. Hiyo time akisema hivyo, see everything ni deni. Sometimes uzana deni alafu una catch up. Ile how sharp are you? Do technically nini America yenyewe run na debt. Unaona? Dollar ndio reserve currency ya world. So kuna mafuta Saudi Arabia lazima ununue na dollar. So kuna hiyo aspect pia ni reserve currency. So everything to succeed most of the time hapa America ni deni. Sikudanganya, I'm just being honest. Unaona? Everything ni deni. So unasema, oh, how do I get a CDA license? Endo uchukue deni. Alafu at least kwangu, my own personal experience, musema hivi, ukiwa na deni inakuamsha asubuhi. You have a reason to wake up in the morning. Kama una deni unaishi free, I mean, ni poa kuwa na financial freedom kama usha work hard. Ukiwa na financial freedom before anze ku work hard, you're too free, utakuwa na motivation ya ku strive for the next big thing. Mi sijui, sababu dreams zangu zoga 10 times bigger than my present life. Even ni question samaje, is it better to do CDL A or B? What's the difference? A ni ile maximize everything, combined vehicles, everything in between. So creative journey advisable, fanya A ikava kila kitu. Yani samaje nimeanzia peak. So, B iko hapa chini ya A. The only thing kuwa na B, unless una drive kama school bus hivi, lazima kuwa na school bus endorsement, passenger endorsement, kuna vitu extra. So that means you have to study more. Nieke kwa cabbage, albo. Nieke za cabbage. Sina do, siwezi kutumia do kabisa. Hata niliwacha this year. Imekuwa tricky na nini yangu. Waliambia nisitume do, labda na try nyingine. Sijatuma mtu do, any do this year. Niko mbaya sana hata mimi. So albo, during the break, nimeangalia kwa internet, if you had bought Bitcoin at $100 2012, you held it for 13 years, you could have $300,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. Yes, Juni, what percentage? Ningenua 1,000 bas kama ni hivyo. Hata 300 ni a lot of money. Unajua hivyo, a lot of money 300. Juu track yangu nilibuy track yangu 2020 October 1st ama 2nd kitu kama. Nilipick 2nd, but nilibuy October 1st. Alafu ilikuwa 5 years ago. Loan yangu ilikuwa 4.5 years. So guess what? Tushamaliza 5 years. So kumaliza 5 years, what happens na 5 years loan ya 200 and, I think nimeenda kulipa kama 240 something thousand. Nikiangalia poa kabisa. But niliomba loan ya 5 years ilikuwa 200,000. It cost a lot of money to pay in 5 years. So hiyo do ya Bitcoin ya 300,000, hiyo ni kama truck brand new, dump truck. Unaweza borrow, though hata kupatia 300,000 au kupatia maybe 80% or 50% of that. That could get you a truck. Like all over the place. Tuliko wapi? Back on track. So ukianza maisha America, alafu run into debt in the beginning because you're trying to catch up. It's okay. It's okay. If you know what you're doing. Usiende tu blindly sema tunachukua deni, itakuparalyze, itakumaliza kabisa, utakuwa chini kabisa. So mimi niko in debt. I was very curious. Ile quest yangu ku level up my lifestyle ili cost a lot of money, can end up in debt. So one of the rescue mission yangu ilikuwa nilisikiza msaitonga Dave Ramsey kwa radio. Yonga kwa hii ni syndicated radio station, at least back then. Siku hizi I don't think he's doing it anymore. Moved to the next generation. So akanifundisha kitu inaitwa the 7 baby steps. Hizo zitafuta hapa haraka 7 baby steps. Kama unajua hizo ni nini 7 baby steps? Umeona? Kuna page iko open hapa, TikTok iko open hapa. So the 7 baby steps. Ni very simple. The first thing challenge ni una save $1,000. Sawa? Una save $1,000. into the first 7 baby steps, Dave Ramsey. The first thing to save $1,000. Hakuna yani hakuna sijui nisemeaje. Yani I don't know how to itakufundisha adabu kabisa. Ile kusave $1,000 kama una do inakuwa big deal sana. Lakini hiyo journey tu ya kusave $1,000 itakusaidia. It might take you 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Itakusaidia at least ile discipline ya kusema I'm not just a consumer, let me be an investor. Naweza sema hivyo. I mean on a long shot. Let me be, wacha nianze kusema I don't just consume, I can one of the sayings sema hivi, sema it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Ndio muhimu. You can make $1 million, alafu na spend 1.2 million. That means uko negative 200,000. So ukisave $1,000 from the basics kabisa, utakuwa sawa because itakupatia basis ya kuanzia hii story ya financial literacy. $1,000, tuseme tu $1,000. It's a lot of money, believe me. Sikatai. Sijui ni how much Kenya shillings. Mnajua hiyo figure, unaweza piga hesabu uniambie. $1,000 savings. Unaangalia hivi ni 1,000. Hard. But guess what? I did it. Then number 2 ni mlima ingine. Pay off all your debt. Ili ni umaro sana. Because kwa samangaji, I used to spend money na feelings. How do I feel like today? Wacha nione kama ni question. YouTube niko sawa, sema locked in Albo Sam. Alafu kuna Korira sema big up Albo. Sasa so ni mwachi yako Korira ni wa mwisho. Wacha niweke hii hapa hivi itakuwa poa hivyo. So 1,000 kwanza, pay off all your debt. Hii ilikuwa challenge vibaya because nilikuwa nadu over the road, I'm not making enough money. Sometimes I have to rank up my debt and survive mpaka the next pay period. But I did it anyway. Mwaniva saa baby steps. So number 1, hata kama ujai experience, we imagine kusave 1,000 na una make kama 2,200, alafu expenses zako ni kama 2,000, nabaki na 200. So you have to save your 2,000. Man, ilikuwa hard sana. So paying off all the debt. Ilikuwa pia hard challenge kidogo. What I did ile nilipostpone baby step 2, nikaanza tracking local. Local niko nalipwa $25 an hour in the beginning, which was a lot of money back in 2010. So ilikuwa kama in a day 250. Man, that was a lot of money. Sababu job zangu zote combine, hakuna job niko na do, I was making I think 100 a day. Ilikuwa 80 hours, alafu nalipwa kama tuseme $12. So there's no utafika $100. So kudara tu track kulipwa $25 an hour, which is twice my minimum wage job. Niko na job mbili by the way. So iko nifanye moja inalipwa $12, $12.75, ingine $9. No, combined iko kama almost $20, lakini umeifanyia masaa vibaya. Umeona sasa? So kwa the tracking ilikuwa $25 an hour, which is a lot of money still, $25 an hour. Imekuwa $250 a day. Nikasema nitakuwa maskini saa hii. That's okay. Nikataka pay off debt yangu. It'll take 3 years to pay off all debt. Sawa. Number 1. Alafu, after that, to pay off all debt, it really happened from 2010 to 2015. 2015 nikasemaje? So, hapo ndo pay off all my debt. By 2015 hivi, nikame pay off all my debt. Baby step number 3, inasema hivi, save 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. Sawa. Kama hapo musema kwa hii hao, muran kama hii kuna mortgage, kuna toi nini, ni kama $6,000 a month. So approximately nafaa kusave 18,000 kwa savings account. Ile savings account ile tu anything happens, nimejibaia 3 months to 6 months start after job na kuwa na time ya kuswitch vitu around. Suppose uko na job alafu kuwe fired leo, uko na at least leverage ya how many? Leverage ya 3 to 6 months hivi before you get job ya pili. Sawa. Hiyo ni baby step number 3. So baby step number 4 inasema start investing. Investment ni tricky. Retirement hausema 15% retirement. Scrap that. Musema kama kuna so many methods. Kuna ile 50% ni bills zako, alafu 30% ni the things you want to do, whatever you want to do, sijui ni hivyo. Alafu 20% ni retirement. Flip the table around. Musema hivi, tumia 50%, 50 kabisa. 50 clean, half of your salary, whatever you're making. Kama ni kidogo ongeza. Somebody, what do I do if I'm not making enough money? Mtu alizonga swali kwa Devra. Akamwambia, if you're not making enough money, make more money. Akamwambia tu simple hivyo. So jiulizaje, which is a good question to ask, Kama uko ignorant, if you get offended, that's okay. But believe me, if you think about making more money, vile muji vile mind ya binadamu ina do job, itakulead towards making more money. I don't know how that works, ni kama miracle. So baby step number 4 ni investment. Number 5 inafaa kuwa save for your kids college fund. Alafu number 6 pay off your house. Alafu number 7 now you have a lot of money, start giving. Naona, but turudi back to investing, ile investing. So fika baby step number 4 ufike kwa investment, flip the table. Musema hivi, instead of investing 15% towards your retirement, iweke, patie steroid, fanya hivi, flip the table, sema 30% ni retirement, alafu 20% ndio hiyo whatever you want for yourself. Fanya hivi, 30% ni investment kama ya retirement, so umeidouble, kama ni 15 ni 30%, alafu hiyo 20 inabaki, toa 10% for your wants, si needs, wants. Kwa nini? Because lazima uji-encourage kuishi life kila siku. Hii ni ile usha set financial nini yako iko in order, your financial house is in order. So alafu save 30%, sawa, ile invest 30%, alafu tumia 1%, alafu hiyo 1% unaweza give whatever you want to do. Mi sijui, wasi wengi wana different notions za hizo, ama whatever you do with your life. Mi sijui, hii ni controversial kusema hivyo. Kuna wasi unaweza give kwa church yako, unaenda give kwa charity, whatever you want to give to. Kuna other different formulas siku hizi. So hii method ya Dave Ramsey inakuanga poa sana, by the way. Kwa nini? It teaches you how to run your finances kama uko a new immigrant, for example, ama uko anywhere in the world, you're starting off your life. You tend to move towards being in debt, especially kama uko Western world. I think United States of America, kuna access of credit iko everywhere, by the way. You can buy anything you want na deni, alafu ilipe baadaye. Ubaya ni ile watu sawa kitu moja, hata si watu wengi, yani wacha niseme example, watu najua, kuna haja kusema watu juu si sasa kufunikia naweza katia msee bure nimweke kwa spotlight. Hata wife yangu ni Mgosa, amezaliwa hapa States. Hata yeye hakuwa anajua how to run a credit card, believe it or not. Sema ukweli kabisa, hakuwa anajua. Yeye anafikiri ati when you make money you spend money to pay bills, when you make money you spend money, that's it. Hii ni kila mtu. I mean, spending si problem, you can do it in your sleep. Unajua hivyo, uzaamka kama unaweza kwa umelala usiku hivi, uchukue simu yako hivi, I think ufanye hivyo saa zingine, uchukue uende kwa Amazon, uangalie ile Amazon kwa vitu zile umeweka on order, zile unataka lakini hujitaki. Saa 6 usiku umeboeka tu, usingizi imeisha, uklik empty, useme cut, useme acha hiyo ngadini, sijui, acha niangalie Amazon yangu, mwaga na vitu kwa Amazon every day. Itagaje, uende kwa ile Amazon useme, for example, hapo useme what do I have in my card right now? Iko empty. Oh, lucky enough, I'm so empty. Uende usemeaje, saa 6 usiku useme tu order, alafu order umalizane naye, usend off. All midnight, you can shop at night, you can shop in the morning, with a shop uko bathroom break, you can buy something. So spending si problem, saving ndio problem kwa watu wengi. Very simple, by the way. Spending will never be a problem to you. Tudanganyane, by the way. Kama usikia vile Vita alisemaje, ubaya ni ile ukimake more money, lifestyle inaongezeka. Don't do that. No. Afadhali uupgrade business yako kwa sababu ni a sacrifice. So hapo ndio ile alisemaje, inaitwaje, aliita kama delayed gratification. So instead of just spending default, what do? Una invest kama steroid, jipatie 5 year ama 10 year hivi. Umekula ngumu. Kwa sababu what happens na kujipatia, ukiinvest, what happens ile una learn some discipline na kama kwa kichwa yako, some discipline. I don't know how that works. Ni kama tani refresh hii. Sijui kama na message comments hapa hivi ama. So you start investing. Somehow inakuwa discipline. Mimi nakabia ukweli kabisa siku hizi mimi. Naweza enda kwa niseme wapi, which is my guilt pleasure. Kuna store moja itonga Guitar Center. Guitar Center ni unabaingizi burungo zote za nini, za kama microphone, ma audio, ma speaker, DJ equipment, naona kila kitu. Naweza ingia Guitar Center hivi ni by XLR cable. Ikapi XLR cable. Oh, hii ni microphone mpya. Iko hapa hii side. XLR cable. Hii hapa. Ni walkout. $35 and ni walkout. Kwa nini? Discipline. Yani nililearn kulive na I would rather be investing alafu niishi kama maskini. I'm okay with it. Lakini niambie before that, ile the flip side, ile before nijue how to save $1,000, how to pay off your debt, how to save 3 to 6 months, alafu start investing. Ukikuwa na hiyo mindset, ujiseme let me just start being a consumer for one day, nikuwe an investor. Game over. Naona. Utakuwa leo, usikie uchungu, kesho uchungu iweze kuisha, nikaa kuenda gym. Usikie uchungu leo, muscles na misuli zinakuuma kila kitu, alafu umove hivyo pole pole. Before you know it, umelearn a new habit, just like that. Ausema a new habit is formed in 90 days, 3 months hivi approximately, 90 days. So kianza kitu sahi, naweza ingia kwa guilty pleasure, niingie camera store. Camera store ni wapi? National Camera Exchange, kuna gani ingine? Kuna hizi mom and pops hapa hivi. Niende kwa website ya B&H. Niangalie, hata siku hizi sikuwagi influence na B&H anymore. I don't even do that anymore, by the way, B&H. Musema, what do I need? Kwa sababu in terms of camera, nimekuwa na everything I need, honestly speaking. The only thing ile I'm looking for a lens, ile iko na lens moja natumia hapa hivi, inaitwa 50 to 150 Tamron f2 2.0 to 2.8. Hiyo ina cover so much perspective that I don't need, na miss tu hiyo 24 ndio na miss. I don't know, but I know that I need that lens, or I want it. I need it in hii side ingine ya vitu ya once, but I know that I want it, but I don't want it that bad. I can do without it. So what do? Nda save towards your lens. Nasema I'll put some money aside towards this lens. Nikifika halfway, G lens nika 1,500 or something. I don't know, whatever. It's 1,600, 1,500, depends where you buy it from. Nikifika kama $1,000, ndaibuy na credits, ningoje 30 days nilipe hiyo 1,000. By the time I'm paying 1,000, nakuwa na hiyo 500 already saved up. So what do? Musa mnajilipa kama 250 a day for my guilt pleasure. Kwa ile book ile sisoma iko hapa, book by the way, inaitwa I'll Teach You How to Be Rich. Inaitwa ile guilt free spending. You need to have that ile kusurvive. Hata kama guilt free yako ni uende kwa McDonald's ununue Chick-fil-A, whatever. No. Kuna accusation moja niko nayo hapa, niko na girlfriend wangu moja kwa McDonald's, it was Ali, whatever that is. Simjui mimi, niambiwa tu hiyo ni my new girlfriend. According to wife, alipata jina fulani inani link na mimi. I don't even know how that happened. Anyway, niende kwa McDonald's nikaone Ali, alafu ninunue fish fillet. No, hiyo ndio guilt pleasure yangu. Once a week I'll do it. Inakuteach character. Sawa, sasa ni pause hapo kidogo. Swali, sasa atakucheka already. Wewe wacha kuomba kamzee. No. Punguza deni. Save 5K cash, then invest in Nasdaq. Yeah, that's true. Karim Said. Inaongea two examples. Si tunasema 100% correct. Habits is formed in 21 days. So huyo amesema mimi nisikia 30 days, 90 days. So amesema if it hurts me, at least after 30 days nitakuwa poa. By the way, it's true. Nikianza mambo ya diet, nili lose weight, nili lose how many pounds? You gotta lose 10 pounds a week. After 3 months, you can lose wazimu 50 pounds. Just like that. Nikalala poa. So ni ile tukapata mtoi mwingine. I have a young daughter kwa 2 years old. Tangu wazaliwe hivi, tumeanza from scratch. Hakuna kitu tunaweza do. Everything, yani life yetu technically you revolve around here. No, desires zake. Alafu ni dem. Man, hata sijui. Kama sasa hivi kwa tu nangoja madhaki akuje. Paa kalala, nimwacha kilala, basi ningemwacha alone juu akiamka na siko hapo atakuja hapa ama atalia, unaona. So basically hiyo ndio hope na stick on to the point. Hiyo ndio ile aspect in the beginning, ile 7 baby steps ina make sense to start you over. Sawa? Okay. So ushaanza kufloat. Tuseme wewe ni pilot, hujamaliza 7 baby steps, twende hivi number 1 kama msaidia naongea juu nini. Baby steps ni hivi, kuna save $1,000, pay off your debt, save 3 to 6 months funding ya savings account. So hapo savings account you can pick and choose. In the beginning natasema don't even be creative. Enda fungua tu savings account kwa banki yako, sema my bills are $2,000, save 6,000. Ama save 12,000 kwa 6 months at least on the safe side. Mi yangu ni 18,000 because niko na familia na watoi. I try. Muki between 3 to 6, nasema hivyo. Sometimes naingia off season kama January, February, natumia 3 months inaisha tu hivyo na baki na 3. So it happens, but more than 3 to 6 hivi. Nasema hivyo 3 to 6 months ile itongaje 3 to 6 months emergency fund. Anything happens, I can cover my life for 3 months. Kama this year ilikuwa mbaya, by the way, January, February, March, April nilitumia kama 4 months ya savings, alafu gari yangu ikatip over, so kuifix ilikuwa 8,000, so nikabaki kama na 2 months peke yake, but nishaanza kurecover already sahi 3 to 6 months mukeep hivyo nini ile savings account. Alafu eventually so ushaanza kuinvest, umekuwa na ile habit, yeah, not how much you make but how much you keep. Ukianza hivyo, now you can even invest your cash, your 3 to 6 months bala ya savings account kwa high yield savings account, ama kwa place fulani ile uko na access to it if you need it, kwa sababu ni emergency fund at the end of the day. Ukisema unachukua kama certificate of credit CD ina earn kama 4% in 5 months, alafu umekio 4%, alafu urenew tena 4% ingine, you can do that, lakini hii ni pesa unataka ikuwe accessible to you as much as an investment. Isikuwe investment per se, uko na access nayo, unaona. Niko na girlfriend moja aitwa Ali, I think so, ALLY, anafanya kazi McDonald's, so hiyo ndio my new, I don't know ni jokes flani, I don't know what that is. Ni my wife ati somebody is tracking me down kwa nini yangu. Mmoja na track vitu zangu down, by the way, ile najua mali gari iko, najua mali bag zangu za kamera ziko, ile Apple itongaje, ile Apple man itongaje, ile Apple ndogo ile ku track down, nimesahau, tracking device. So somebody was tracking my phone down kani kwa event flani, so jina yake liko Ali. I don't know how they got my number, sijui, maybe liko hacker. Anyway, so tuendelee. So hiyo ndio step 1, umetoka ile level ile from knowing nothing, umekam all the way, umeenda kujua mambo ya baby steps. Apple tag, yeah, my goodness, I'm not even thinking straight. Apple tag, mutag everything zile at least accessible, zile neza kama I need to know where my camera bag is all the time, my car keys, sina car keys, moja kuna ile gari moja kuna Apple tag. Mwilo kwa hao kila siku, sijui ni uzee, labda ni uzee, ni clumsy, ni mimi tu, nimekuwa hivyo tangu kitambo, hiyo ni yangu. So basically ni hivyo, umeanzia hapo, umechukua baby steps, imekupush to what stage? Ile stage ile sasa unajua, you know that I'm on the right track. Are you sacrificing? Yes you were. Unaangalia best yako hivi yako Facebook, kulikuwa na rugby Las Vegas Super 7, sijui ni 7 whatever 7 Safari 7 itangaje Super 7, ameenda huko Las Vegas. Umeangalia sijui best yako moja kwa Florida, mwingine ako it's okay, itakuwasha useme Albo jai come Kenya, bro ameenda Kenya sijui how many times, na amekuwa hapa 5 years ama 6 years, ameenda sijui ni how many times Kenya every year the last 6 years. Miss jienda Kenya kwa nini? It costs $10,000. I'm investing. Will I come to Kenya? One day ndakuja Kenya na hizo ma trip ya mimi, lakini sasa una learn ile kumold life yako towards your direction, na hii ni kitu una choose to, you don't have to. Kuna mse labda hii kitu is not applicable to you, labda wewe ni trust fund baby ama whatever you are, sawa. So mimi nilianzia mambo ya Dave Ramsey, akanifundisha all the way back invest. Lakini kumbuka hiyo time nikisemaje, what made me pay off my debt, na kuwa specific, kuna caveat ni nini? Nilianza business, by the way, so unaona hiyo caveat which is not applicable to everybody. So I'll be lying to you nikisemaje I made so much money as an employee. Wongo. No kidding. No. Cost of 600 for Europe. Yeah, about that. Yeah, euros. Exactly. $10,000, 600 euros. So Mimi, what made me pay off my debt? I'll be honest with you. Labda sijui very clear. Nilianza business. 2010, I was in debt. 2011, nikabuy truck. The guy who hired me. Kwa hiyo video ya Victor kama umewatch, wasenga umewatch by the way. Sijui kama wasa kawaida ama wasa wageni, sijui naangalia analytics. But ile drive you say, I drove for him for 1 year, 1 season, akabuy ile truck ya grey, ile kwa video ile Mark, very paka leo ako nayo by the way, your truck. Ilikuwa alibuy pay off completely, alibuy cash kabisa. So what made me pay off my debt kwa rat race ya employment na double jobs na kila kitu? Nilianza business. So what does that mean exactly? Inakwambia something very tricky. Ukianza business from employment na uko na madeni, mazi niko na deni mob. Kama ningeenda na ile route ya employment, ningekuwa half of my life kulipa hizo deni, alafu ningekuwa nimewaste half of my life niende kuinvest. So ninge lose watu graduate kama tuseme 19, 20, 21, 22. Hiyo ni undergrad. Suppose umeingia job market 25. traditional way, conventional way ya kuinvest ni nini? You get into a job, job, una work from 25 to 35 to 45 to 55 to 65. 65 ni retirement age, sijui they're proposing equal 68, sijui, I don't know, I'm not so sure, sijaangalia the last nini. So conventional way ya kusevi do, ukianza na employment, uende baby step number 1, suppose you have debt already. Ukweli kabisa, mi naongea ukweli leo bila uongo. How did I pay off my debt? Nilianza biashara ya tracking. That's mwaga very specific. Naambia kila mtu fanya tracking. Hata hiyo video ya Victor imeniokolea. Juu amesemaje? Victor alisemaje? On a roughly average month, akideliver mafuta, you make 18,000. Umeona? So now I know why akuja construction. Sababu Victor ilifaa kuja construction in the beginning. Tukiongea na yeye. Tumemeet Victor wapi? Tumemeet Facebook, by the way. Victor kana watch Facebook, akaona video yangu ya DJ, ye mwenyewe ni DJ, akaona mu drive truck, akapata CDL, just influence ya nini? Ameniona kidu DJ, akala pia na do DJ. He's a better DJ than me, by the way. That's just to be honest. Mini, I'm still stuck on the bedroom DJ thing. Sijai toka outside the bedroom. So Victor mwenyewe akaanza DJ, akaona ki DJ, akachukua CDL, akuja construction, akaingia kama dere fuel delivery. Sai what does he do? Ana deliver fuel. Nilimu interview. Nilimuuliza do you approve, akasema post video toka, akasema iko sawa. Unaona, kuna video moja ya Paul sija post bado. Paul pia niko na interview kidogo, second interview ya Paul sija post hiyo bado, but that's what happened. How did I pay off my debt? Nilianza business. Ilikuwa fancy business? No, ilikuwa tu sole proprietor. In the beginning kiata business yangu ilikuwa itwa Albert Tracking. That's it. Haikuwa na jina mob. Albert Tracking. After the first year nika owe taxes. Nikaulizwa, how do you have your company structured? Nikasema company yangu iko structured kama sole proprietor. Mimi ndio mwenyewe, I'm a business. Akaniambia you're not a businessman. And ufungue LLC. Talk to your CPA. So naona hiyo mistake number 1. The first year nime owe taxes because nilikuwa sole proprietor. Alafu who was I talking to? Niko naongea na CPA. Sikuwa naongea na CPA, TurboTax ajifaidia mwenyewe. The second year nikachukua CPA. Akaniambia fungua LLC. Nikafungua hii nitonga Alhal LLC. Was I still making money? Yes, I was. Lakini I was learning things as I go. So kuna wase ita work out ukidu hivi vitu kaa hizo, ile learning by example. Kuna wase you need guidance from the beginning. Sababu najua if it's something you've never done before na ukuna choices, uta choose the easiest path to do something. So 2011, 12, 13. Naona 11 ndio sana nimeingia business by myself. So hiyo story ya Dave Ramsey nimeenda kui-apply, nilisikia kama 4 years before 2011. 12, I almost paid off my debt. 12, what happened? Truck ikaharibika, nikastall hiyo story, nikaanza kufix truck. Sasa ilikuwa na repair. 13, truck naenda kupay off, truck inaharibika, repair. 14, naenda kupay off, truck inaharibika. So 15, gari ilikufa, truck yangu ilikufa kabisa, ilisema tu I've had enough. What truck was I driving? Ilikuwa 1989 international, ilikuwa international 1989 with a Cummins engine. Niitwaje? Nimesahau hiyo jina moja, nimesahau jina hiyo engine. It's been a while, so many things go through my mind so nikiongea. So hii truck ilikufa hivyo. So what was my credit score? Credit score yangu ilikuwa 512. Ikimeenda kuimprove ilikuwa 400 and something. You know what? So nikienda kwa bank kuomba loan, denied. So what did I do? Hii company mfanya job itonga MBE. Au buy magari kama 2-3 hivi, alafu unazifix. If anybody is new, now you need some help, they can help you get financing for a truck at least the first 12 months. Then you have to get your own financing. They give you time because ni kama mutual, ile mutual. They need drivers, they need owner operators, you need a truck. So mna exchange. Nasema, okay, I'll give you a truck and work and you pay me for 1 year. After 1 year, una refinance. Did I do that? Nikaingia hapo. So imagine 2015, truck yangu imekufa na nimepay off debt yangu yote. So I'm a little bit independent, si free, then something happens, emergency. Naangalia emergency fund yangu, niko na do, lakini si do ya kununua truck mpya, ni do ile ya expenses. So what do I do next? Nikaanza ku-strategize. Nika buy truck. Truck yangu ilikufa kama on a Tuesday, by Friday nika buy truck ingine. 3 days too. So I only missed 5 days. Nika buy truck mpya. The new truck from 2015, I made more money from August to December than from January to August. Now August ni number 8. Imagine hivyo, number 8. So which means by truck reliable, you'll make more money half of the year, past half 18 mpaka December than from the beginning. I learned something new. Guess what? Nika stabilize everything. 2015 for the first time in America, nilikuwa niko comfortable middle class. No. Naweza ingia kwa dealership to buy any car that I want. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Nila ku stack up money. Sasa na stack up money. So hizo nililearn kwa Dave Ramsey, kuna ile extra ile apart from ile baby steps, you start learning some new things. Ile unajua nini. So goal yangu ilikuwa hivi 2015. I'm going to be honest with you too. Leo ni honesty, by the way. There's a reason why anasema hivyo. Ningeanza hii video mapema. Honestly ilikuwa hivi. In the beginning, paid off your debt, yet credit score ni 500. Yeah, kabisa. Do you know why, Charlie? Why my credit score is 500? Because I had so many bad records on my missed payments, 90 days, call-off charges, bunch of stuff on my credit card. A bunch of stuff. To this day, I still have some, I think. I don't know. Collection, this, that. So 512 credit score, paid off debt. No, 2015. Why? Because 5 years prior to, Charlie, my goodness, I was in so much debt. Then what happened? 2015. Nikaanza ile saka formula hivi. Same thing. I'm learning new things about Dave Ramsey. You do this, you do that. So napata, I'm getting the information. Lakini every time nasikiza Dave Ramsey, ni kama naongea na watu kuna conventional jobs, which is tough to make money kama kuna conventional job. So hapo ndio introduction to who? Let me see kama na hiyo book. Yeah, this guy right here. Introduction. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki. Musema Kawasaki kama pikipiki. Kiyosaki. Unaona? Itakuwa funny kwa YouTube, lakini YouTube itakuwa poa. Hata niambie tu TikTok itakuwa opposite. Robert Kiyosaki. Nikasikia akiongea mahali kwa YouTube. He has a book. What? Somebody has a book, I buy the book. Sababu najua, instead of listening to 15, 20 videos, I'd rather buy the book. I paid off my debt, but I'm back in it. Exactly. You need to make more money than you need. If you want to stay off debt, make more money than you need. So I paid off everything. Done. 2015, stack. So it has a formula. Savings account, 5% of my income in a savings account. Emergency fund, 10%. I forgot about it. Even too. So credit score kaza kuimprove 600 kidogo, 612, 650, 700. I don't even care anymore. I have bad credit. But what happened? The new truck that I bought, 2015, nearly pay off 2016. In 1 year, paid off in full. So I'm like, wow, these things is possible. Why? Because I'm going to do business. So from 2016, 17, 18, I was stacking up money. How do what happened ile? So I'm on my second truck. Charlie, start building. I'm on my second truck. Alafu over time, I need a backup truck. So what did I do? Okay, nisha convince wife by that time, you need to get your CDL. Nikamlipia, by the way. I paid for her training. You deny I paid for the training. Go to school. Akondeshanga school bus already, akona class B. Nikamlipia $3,000 every month, nampatia 1,000 afanye training ya CDL. So she got her class A. So to prove that I was serious, 2019 EV, I still have a lot of money. A lot of money, I'm telling you. See a lot of, not a lot. Just a lot, like to me, a lot of money. Nikanunua truck moja to Peterbilt sleeper, over the road. I bought that truck. Lakini the trick ni ile semaje, because I convince wife after 7 years kuchukua class A, ilikuwa 7 years by this 7 years. So kama utakwambia wife yako, uchukue alafu akasema no, jipatie time. No, you have time. 7 years nikabuy Peterbilt 576. Ilikuwa something that I was buying for me, but niweka jina ya wife kama owner. You want to see the video? Ilikuwa Al Hall Incorporated YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel. Everything kwa hizo video zote. Nikabuy Peterbilt. Sawa. Peterbilt intention ilikuwa drive over the road. Ile off season. Because now I'm so used to making money, stuck break anymore. I just want to stack up. Nikaenda hivyo. So what happens at Peterbilt? It was a good truck. Goodness. That truck was like my truck. Kuna review. I can post the review if you want. Leo ni memorial. I'm talking about my life. You understand where I'm coming from. So Peterbilt, I never got to drive that truck. So what happened ile, nilipata a second parking spot. I was paying for 2 spots. Truck moja imekaa. That truck sat on that parking spot for 2 years. No. 2019, 2020. So guess what happened in 2021? What happened? COVID ikahit. 2020 and COVID ikahit. 2020 is the first time nika drive your truck nikaenda nayo over the road. Nilisign up na kampuni moja inaitwa Saujina. Man, iko hapa Minneapolis. I'm forgetting the name. So COVID hit. Boom. So now what happened? I can't drive truck anymore. Niko na allergies kawaida, niko na Houston narudi. Dirt, D-A-R-T. You can realize you can drive over the road and you don't have your own trailer, you're just losing money. No. It's a money pit. At least for me, my experience. Because this is not working. So what happened? One of my friends akameanza construction, nilimwambia pia kuja construction, he bought the truck from me. So the money from that truck, which is not a lot of money, nika-convert hiyo pesa plus some savings huku na huku, nikanunua 2020, COVID imehit 2020. Nikauza hiyo ilikuwa 2020 COVID ilihit kama March hivi, shutdown, ilikuwa essential workers, then nikanunua dump truck 2020 October, exactly this month, nikanunua dump truck 5 years ago. So nikanunua dump truck before I sold that truck. Mara mingi kwa life yangu mfanya hivi, overlap vitu, I overlap. Singojea ati mpaka one is done, alafu na overlap. Kama saa that I paid off my truck, by the way, in full, Volvo VHD dump truck, 224,000, 250,000, nili pay off last month. It's gone already, debt free. I'm thinking about my second truck. Forgetting that I already bought a truck last year. Actually, 2 trucks last year. Moja ni Freightliner iko parking lot for 9 months. Alafu moja nilipatia wife na jina yake. The same thing too. I'm trying to do the same thing too. Mwana sasa. So, but from ile total money makeover, in the book ya Dave Ramsey, to the next stage, your business. Now that you're making money, so I realize, you know what? This is more than I need. I need to learn some skills how I can manage this money. Sabu, of course, it was more than I needed. To be honest, it was more than I needed. I'm paying off my debt. I'm saving. I'm doing this. When things are going great, see that kama COVID hit, though we're essential workers. What happens in COVID from 2020? Part of my jobs, while I get rid of all paperwork. Back to this day, so to me app. We do use apps for everything. Manifest ni app, hours tracking ni app, at least for our company. Some companies are already back to ile nini. So how much is your parking fee? $200 a month, which is cheap. It's supposed to be $350. But because I've been there long enough, ile tenant, very faithful tenant, the increment yao is slow na mimi. Because I buy fuel from them too. Need $200 an hour, but it should be $200 a month. It should be, I have 2 spots, so 400. It should be like 700 a month, 2 spots. Parking lot yangu. So ikaanza hivyo all through. Naona. So basically nikalan one thing. TikTok karibu zimike. What's the next big thing sasa? Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. What does he teach? Akona something the cash flow quadrant. Sijui kama understand kitu maanisha nini. Lazima hawe mtu atoke kama ako serial entrepreneur with your advice. I love it. Lazima hawa mtu atoke kama uko serial entrepreneur with your advice. Lazima hawa mtu sijavaisha gapiori sielewi, umetype haraka sana. So hiyo ndio nini yote ile perspective yote ya so nimekuwa nikioverlap my track. More overlap by the way to this day. Unajua nini? I have debt sahi. What debt do I have? Niko na debt ya Audi Q7 na Ford Transit 2020. Ford Transit. Hizo ndio debt niko nazo sahi. Lakini track is paid off. So what do you think is going to happen now that nime get rid of payment ya $4,000 a month? What do you think is going to happen to the Ford Transit? In 2-3 months, paid off in full. What about Audi? Paid off in full. Am I going to upgrade? No, I don't. Sabu, dealership, they are begging me, by the way. They are begging me. The last time in the oil change, metumebarua kama sita hivi. Oh, we need your car. We'll give you a good deal. How much? Whatever niliwaambia wamekubali. Wamesema, yeah, we'll give you that. What do you think they want from me? Wanajua nda pay off gari. Niki pay off, they won't be getting their income every month. So now, this is a good candidate. Even the dealership you work, by the way, dealership, they want to keep you in the loop. Sababu kumbuka uko na car payment, every time you make a car payment, the dealership makes money. It's okay, by the way, it's a business. So what you hear, they're very good salesmen. In the dealership, you make money in 2 ways. Number one, Navy, selling cars, they don't make money from selling cars. Just a little bit, maybe percentage. Repairs, oil change, na financing. Financing, they all make dough. Sababu kuna ile interest. Interest could be 4%. Hiyo 2% ni ya dealership, 2% ni ya bank. Wako pamoja, they're working as a team. So it's okay if they want me to buy a new car, but I don't want to because I'm missing a need, because this car that they want me to sell, muitumia twice a week, I think, if I'm lucky. Kama this weekend metumia once a week because nika spend time na familia jana, so I drove it today in the morning kwenda kwa marathon. No. Video coming back soon. My dealership keeps emailing me to upgrade my car. Yes, they will, because wanajuaje, you have the potential of paying them $500 a month, not only for the car that you're buying. Yani gari ndio, they're not really selling your car. They need your money. That's what they need. Gari ni ile the emotional aspect, but they need your money. That's what they need. Sababu when you pay every month, wako na cash flow. That's their business cash flow. So they'd rather give you a car on credit for 5-6 years, knowing they'll have cash flow consistent for 5-6 years. Kwa nini? Uko na business, when you have cash flow kwa business, isa ni level ya juu kidogo. Najua sijui kauna doubt kwambi, at this point kwa business yangu mimi, it's a very small business, by the way. It's a big deal. Small business. But at this point, muko approved kununua truck, not by running my credit score anymore. Wanaangalia cash flow ya business yangu sahi. They don't even look at my credit score anymore. But though they do when I'm getting the loan, because niko na LLC, limited liability company, LLC. So they need a personal guarantor, at least, besides the company itself. So that's where I come in with my credit. So credit yangu ni nini so far as we speak today? 820. In Experian, by the way, 820 credit score. Ilikuwa 800 at the beginning of this year, 820. So I don't even need my credit anymore. But at least it's good to have good credit. Sabi inamaanisha aje, if you have a good credit, ni kama ndio ni symptoms ama ni nini, which is the best word. Inamaanisha you know how to manage your finances, basically. That's what it means. So mimi nimefanya for a long time. I can't believe it's me. Naweza ingia hata any place. Naweza ingia, I don't know. That's why samaje usijikazie sana ati you're saving money, wishi maskini itakuuma. Jipatie ka allowance. Semaje, I'll put $1,000 every month for kauna make dough, that is. Kau make dough, now you're gonna challenge. You need to make that money. Kumbuka Dave Ramsey, if you're not making the money, make that money. So ndio hivi sasa. So you part ushamaza Dave Ramsey ile total money makeover. Akona more books, by the way. Naongea tu ile from my experience. If I wrote a book, biography, this is what I would do. No. Lakini mimi niko na detail. I paid off my debt when I started doing my own business. No. Which is not a big deal. Haikuwa ati ni big business. So ukiingia kwa, wacha ni transition sasa kwa Robert Kiyosaki. Jina yake ni nini? Yosemanga the cash flow quadrant. Quad in Spanish ni nini? Cuatros. No. Naweza ongea Spanish kidogo. Cinco ni 5, cuatros ni 4. So quadrant ni 4. Quarter, same. Ile itongaje? Prefix ama suffix. The beginning of a word. So ni quad inamaanisha 4. So itumia kama method ngapi? 4 methods ya nini. Nani ukiangalia kwa book kama nani kusoma book za Myron Golden, yosema 4 levels of value. Robert Kiyosaki, yosema 4 the cash flow quadrant. So number 1 ni E. Hiyo ni kuna kama divide even into 4. And look up kwa computer uone. 1 2 3 4 kuna kama 4 boxes. So hapa hivi nikitumia maybe kwa video. So how do I do this kwa video? Sijini as I said. Okay, just flow with me. Imagine mimi naiangalia. I'm looking at the diagram sasa on my face hivi. So on this side itakuwa E. Alafu S. Hii side nyingine hapa S. So ukivuka from this center uingie side nyingine utakuwa B, alafu utakuwa I. Oops, chapa microphone. So hizo ndio vitu mbili, the cash flow quadrant. So shamaliza mambo ya Dave Ramsey. Hiyo tushamaliza. Hiyo ushakuwa, yani you don't even need, umeenda kwa pharmacy umekwambia, that asthma medication does not work anymore. Tumekuwa upgrade. You're becoming, okay, kama mimi, miwani zangu zilikuwa upgraded this year. So na miwani ile kama double, hapa chini na okay, whatever. So nimekuwa upgraded sana, nimeingia kwa new dose. Unaona? New dose ni Robert Kiyosaki. Inamaanisha nini? The 4 quadrant. So semanga very simple. Number 1 ni E. E inamaanisha nini? Employee. So sema employee ndio your source of income in the beginning. So when you employee, what are the roles of the employee? Very simple. Unaweza tutafuta breakdown. Employee are very simple. Some of your recent views haven't joined fun. You can try saying, okay, so inamaanisha nini? Something or nini. So ni hivi, nasema hivi. Employee ni nini? You work for someone else. Sikia story. You don't work for yourself. You work for someone else. Alboss mga mpate degree ya 4 years. Yeah, utapata degree ya 4 years, 25 alafu you go work for somebody else. Is there anything wrong with that? I did that for 8 years, by the way. You can work for somebody else. Number one, you work for somebody else. Because you work for somebody else, what happens? Income comes from a paycheck. How many is that familiar in a territory? So-called employment. Are we tracking? Same thing. No. You work for somebody else. Your income, primary source of income, paycheck. Number two, your time is traded for money. Very simple. No. Your time is traded for money. Aya. Alafu number four, ile security. Security is valued, but earning potential is limited. Sikia story. To repeat tena, employee. Get 4, kuna more than that. Tunaongeza, by the way. Key, you work for someone else. Number one, income comes from your paycheck. Your time is traded for money. Security, niko na job, is valued, but earning potential is limited. So tupikile ya mwisho kabisa semaje. So for your security, your earning potential is limited. So how are you supposed to pay off your debt? Dave Ramsey, kama tena umegraduate ushamove kwa dose zingine higher than ya kawaida, how are you supposed to pay off your debt na una domo? Utaanza side hustle. How are you going to do the side hustle? Kwa sababu kumbuka, kwa employee, your time is traded for money. So why are you going to find more time to make more money? Unaona hiyo sasa kwa challenging. So kama uko trapped na you're an employee. Like, I own your majority of people in the world in my employee. Very few governments zupatia wase incentive. Most ya Europe. Lakini Europe ni kama facade kwa sababu kiangalia what feeds most of the European countries ni Africa. Zile main, at least. Zile main countries ni Africa. Zile za Olympics zile, the five triangles. Anyway, so number two ni nini? Self-employment ama we ni specialist. Sawa, kuna hiyo maana specialist. Kwa sababu you could either be self-employed ama we ni specialist. So what's the thing about specialist? You work for yourself. Hiyo ndio self-employment. You work for yourself. Examples. Business owner. I'm a small business owner. I'm a small. I don't like using the word small. So I'm a business owner. I'm small. Freelance. Professionals like doctors, lawyers, consultants. Then I'm getting mesahau. You work for yourself, basically. Alafu ni hivi. You own a job instead of a business. Nasikia hivyo. Hiyo ni S. You own a job. You understand hivyo? You just own the job. Am I missing anything? Tuone kama kuna any comments. Naongea more hapa hivi. Locked in. Ya mwisho ni kwa nini? US dollars 126. Sasa narudia kwa Vincent baadaye. You own the job. When you own your job. Hiyo ni self-employment. Naona? So you own a job instead of a business. If you stop working, your income usually stops. So who falls under that category? Hiyo ni mimi. That's me. No. I own my own job. Nanuanga truck, alafu na own your truck, alafu na kudu job kila siku. Did I have drivers? Last year niko na driver. This year sina driver. This year I'm just, I own my job. So basically, ni one step up from employee, self-employed, lakini still, if I stop working, income yangu inasimama the same thing. I start losing money. So Myron Golden, kabuki yake, itongaje? From trashman to cashman. Hiyo samanga 4 levels of value. Nikiangalia vizuri kabisa ni kama zinafanana. Either aliangalia hii akathink something else. Sababu yake the lowest value asamanga ni imesahau jina. Oh my goodness. Implementer. Wewe ni implementer. Alafu kuna unionizer. So hapo ndio unionizer kama self-employed. So the next phase kwa Robert Kiyosaki, tumetoka hii half tumeingia half ingine. Next phase ni business owner. You're a business owner. So self-employment, see, you're a business owner, but you own your job. You're a business owner. You don't have employees. Kama last year niko more relaxed than this year. No, juu niko na madere wawili. This year mazee, hata relax kabisa. So when will you guys know that business is not for everyone? Someone will have to work for someone else. That's okay. That's what, if you work for somebody else, at least be a specialist. One example, see, it's not for everybody. Ni hivi, Kuna doctors, they still work for somebody else. Lawyers, they work for somebody else. Consultants work for somebody else. Professionals, and you're so highly skilled, ni skill level, by the way. You can be an employee, but you're so highly valued, you make 600,000 a year. Kwanini? That's how good you are in your skill. Nothing wrong with that, Mona. You have to be a specialist. Business is not for everybody. I get it. You go be an employee, but be the best employee. Somebody can fly you to Japan for a month, pay you, I don't even know how much for consulting. That's what I'm saying. No. You can do that. I'm not saying everybody do business. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying ni ile kuwa specialist. Ndio samangaje careers kama STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. So, ukienda chuo, pick on careers that will make you a very highly skilled employee. Ukuna ability flani, people need your services. You're so valuable that where's the employee anymore? You're an independent contractor. Una work 3 months hapa, unaenda 3 months hapa, you're paid well. Just everybody get into business. Huyo ni mimi, crazy head like me, I'll do business even when I have no clue what I'm doing. Kwa nini? I have a background. Niko fanya kazi multiple Halias East Africa Limited. I was in administration department. Niko na vile wana run business. From peripheral, kama vilikuwa too obvious to everybody, but I was learning nikiangalia vile business na run kwa wase. There's 2 guys running the business. Mmoja alikufa. Mmoja itonga Rajinder Singh Barian, he's still alive, I think so. Alafu Tochlana, so kuna mtoto wake sasa endelea na business. Ita continue. So I'm not saying everybody just go start a business. If you can do it. Kama wewe ni risk taker kama mimi. Mimi musema hivi, the risks that I took to start a business zilikuwa na, according to me, low liability. Some of you is like high liability. Suppose kama una watoto watatu, uko na job moja, your wife is a stay-at-home mom. Sisema quit job, kwa nini? Just figure out some skills, whether put 2 hours every day into a skill that will make you money. One of the easiest skills to do, sahi kwanza, I'm a culprit by the way, anza YouTube channel. Iko na the lowest skill level. You can start with your cell phone. Alafu soma algorithm, angalia what people need, provide that services. The back end ya YouTube channel utalipwa do, by the way. Mimi, I don't take this very seriously. You can tell, by the way, I don't have time. I don't have time until maybe nikuwe na business, nikuwe na my employee full time, ile full time employee, then I'll have time to do more videos. I'm a more serious videos. I'm gonna chase my subscriber, I'm my views. I can do that. Do I know how to do that? Yes, I do. By the way, yes, I do. But I don't have time. My kids have 3 kids, 4 kids altogether. The oldest are 15, the youngest are 2. So in the shift na hiyo, just so pretty much oldest 3 years before 18, then she moves out to college, alafu simuone tena, akuwe adult, mdogo ako 2. So I still have like maybe 16 years ya ku spend time na mtoi wangu. I prioritize my kids, by the way, and my job, which I own, owner operator. That's why it's called it very serious on social media. But some of you, kuna hiyo talent, you can pick a phone, want to make videos, you make money from making videos. You think that's a lie? Uliza wale successful YouTubers watakwambia. Ibra used to make a lot of money. Alafu akalay back, I don't know why he did that. Okay, maybe I can understand. Maybe I'll come back baadaye. But by then, is like that ship has sailed. You never know. Mtu uluzingile touch step away because social media. There's other things you can do. Mi niko na very low risk level nikianza tracking. I was comfortable getting debt. Come kurealize baadaye, the only way to get rich in America, rich, nisema wealthy ni baadaye, ni ku learn how to manipulate debt, ama to use debt to your advantage. So don't let debt ikupeleke ikue under debt. Use debt to your advantage. What do I mean by that? Sababu every time when I use debt, alafu ina produce cash flow. Tuongejua nini? The cash flow quadrant. I don't know, segue to number 3, business owner. So what's a business owner, by the way, compared to self-employed and specialist? So specialist, you're still an employee. Self-employed, you're still working for yourself. Kama leo nimeenda downtown Minneapolis, ilikuwaje 6th Street na Portland, I think. Huko kulikuwa marathon inaanza. Nimechukua kamera yangu ya $5,000, nimerecord. I'll tell you the truth, and I post you a video. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know if I should post the video, but people wanted to. Every time kina kamera yangu kwa hizi my event, ni point camera hivi. Everybody tries to be on my camera. Everybody wants to be on my camera, by the way. Kwa nini? They want to see themselves later on. They don't know who's recording, but they know if somebody has that camera, that's going to look good on social media. They post leo because they're under pressure. They post leo, by the way, somewhere. So you can YouTube, I don't know. YouTube will post every other day, but they post, it's coming. So you need freelance. Nobody paid me. Nobody paid me to go do that. So I'm going to the marathon. Nilimwona Paul, by the way. Paul, you're in a marathon. Paul the tracker, ile interview. Sijui kimbia jana maleo. So you need freelance. Nobody is sending me. But what am I doing? I'm becoming a specialist by doing work for free. Kwa nini? I'm learning things as I do that. Sababu nilisahau something the first time. Ukirekodi mtu anakimbia lazima uchange setting kidogo. The first video nilisahau. But it took me a while to realize, oh, what did I do? They're running. So sijui kitakuwa poa. Anyway, sijaangalia video bado. But napost your video if you want to see it later on. Kwa YouTube. Sijui kama inaweza 15 minutes, marathon ikianza. So that's what it is. Business owner, sasa, business owner, straight up. Your own system that works for you. Number one, business owner. Number two, employees and a system generating income in your business. Number three, the focus is on building and scaling your business. Number four, you can step away and still earn money. Niambie tu yani. Mimi sasa semeaje? By the way, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. Yani, from my trajectory, nawaambia tu, I'm not bragging, nasema tu from my trajectory, when I have 5 trucks, I don't need to drive truck anymore. Ndaka kwa van, ndakuwa nafanya maintenance kwa van. Will I do maintenance? Probably not. I'll hire somebody else to do maintenance. No. That after specialist. Nimlipe ile consultation, per consultation. One of my friends yongo ni mechanic. Aitwa Pretty repair, auto repair, mobile auto repair. Akona gari hivi. Alikuwa military pia. Akatoka kwa military after 5 years, ni mechanic. Yeye ndio fix your truck, by the way. Nikimpigia simu leo, ata show up kama akona time. Ni specialist. No. How much does he make? Sijui rate yake ni gani? 180 an hour? So akishow up for 4 hours and make 180. Ni specialist. He owns his own business, but ile earning potential yake iko higher than most mechanics. Alafu ako willing to take the risk. Kwa sababu lazima step out of the ordinary. Huwezi kuwa extraordinary na una hiyo extra. What makes you extraordinary? Una step from the ordinary alafu in the extraordinary. So what's your risk factor? Uta scale as high as you want. So hii side ingine ni business owner. Am I a business owner? Prospective business owner. Nafika huko one day. Naona. Greetings from East Coast. Ulifanya switch ya LLC to S to C Corp. I'm working on it. Mse wangu wa East Coast. I'm working on it. Najua huyu ni nani huyu? Yubalisha jina kila siku mse. But I can track you down. So, kumbuka ile level ya Dave Ramsey. Able to revisit. So, which means there's something missing at Dave Ramsey. Naona, asema hivi, baby step ni hivi. Save $1,000, pay off your debt, save 3 to 6 months funds, invest for your college, your kids' college, pay off your house, and give. So the truth, Nile, man, can I leave the Ramses? Okay, I get the step 1, I get step 2, I get step 3, I somewhat get step 4. But how do I save my kids' retirement, college? By the way, your kids should go to college. What's mchezo? Even education is not important. Bunch of whatever it is. No. Say some of your word such a video. The shut down so fast. Maybe CG. I don't move toward the line. Nivo. Watu wako waende chuo college if they can. Hata kama ni student loan. Wacha waende. Utalan. No. Where I've learned something. Wacha to kue specialist. Wacha tukue jack of all trade, good advice. You ni one of the nini. Nataka question na kimaliza. Wacha nimaliza ya mwisho. So Dave Ramsey 7 baby steps ni hivi. Anasema ngaje 7 baby steps na confirm juu Musa how. Ni hivi, pay off your house, hiyo ndio 6th. Alafu give. So do I have a strategy to pay off mortgage yangu? Yes, I do, by the way. I do. 100% I do. If you want me to tell you, I can tell you, by the way. I'll tell you, this is how you pay off your house. I know how to do it. It's going to take some time, but I know how to do it. But it's not easier said than done. Lazima uifanye, by the way. There's so many things you can do to pay off your house. But do I really want to pay off my house right now? I would love to, but I don't want to at the same time. Kwa nini? Sababu napenda hiyo game plan. I like the game plan of having a mortgage. No, I don't know, there's something. When I have debt to pay, I work harder. No. So kama sahi, I'm really looking forward to be a business owner. See self-employed anymore, see specialist. Maybe I could be, by the time I get to become a business owner, since I have a system, then I can be a specialist, like I'm a consultant. So I can be telling people, hey, watakuanza tracking, do this, do this, do that. Alafu itakuwa hivyo. Somebody creative, how to pay off your house. Okay, summary ni hivi. Pay 2 mortgages every month. But kulipa 1 mortgage, ama fanya hivi. Split your mortgage into 2. From 1st to 15th, lipa nusu yake. 15th to 30th, lipa nusu yake. What are you doing? You're killing the nini. Itakuwa ile insignificantly, ukifanya hivyo, if you pay your mortgage twice, the same amount twice, uta knock off kama 4 years from your 30-year mortgage. Just like that, by the way. But how many people will do that? Your interest inapungua, 15 days inapungua. By the time unalipa, if you're paying it once, 30 days, alafu unalipa, ina drop hapa. Ukipay twice, 15 days ina drop. So the next interest itakuwa imedrop tena, itakuwa interest based on the drop. Alafu pia, when you get your ile tax returns, itongaje, property tax returns, pay towards your mortgage. Boom, chapa kwa mortgage. At least fanya hivyo for 5 years. Then after 5 years, kama hao yako iko na equity, it has equity already. Kama hii hayote iko na equity, mob sana. But I'm so tempted but stuck kufanya anything. Kama uko na equity, chukua home equity line of credit. Alafu chukua hiyo pesa, chapa kwa mortgage yote. Alafu lipa hii pesa. As long as uko na paycheck inaingia, hiyo paycheck inaingia huko ndani, ita reduce ile interest ya hii. Na interest ya hii ni cheap kuliko ya hii. But why would I want to pay off my house anyway? It doesn't really make any sense. What I could do is very simple. Afadhali ni build business, ni build systems, I make enough money to buy more houses, while why should I even pay for the house anyway? It's a big deal. There's bigger things you can do, itakuwa insignificant. Sababu msanaongea story ni yule Myron Gold asemaje, at some point, if you start a business and you're successful and you have cash flow, most of your problems will disappear. What's going to happen? You'll be making so much money that your expenses zitakuwa 15, zitakuwa zina shrink as your investment grows. So that's what happens. So ukiangalia Dave Ramsey as an employee inakusaidia, but it doesn't get you to the finishing line. You need a little bit of Robert Kiyosaki sprinkle. Now, I'm talking to about the books that I've read, Zemini Guide, kwa hii path niko. Of course, see exclusively every information from that book. Nile, you have to read the book, think about what you read, alafu ona, what can I use and apply in my life now that will make a difference going forward. You can pay off your mortgage if you want to. So that's what I'm saying. So what does an investor do? Kwa history yetu ya investment. Investor ni very simple. Ona. Money works for you. Number 1. I'm giving number 3. Income comes from your assets. See, liability from your assets. So what's the example of your assets? Royalties, businesses. See, businesses. See, ile moja ile you own your job and stack up for the rest of your life. So ushakuwa na businesses. Sababu samangaje, if I make money in tracking, enough money in tracking, niseme limit yangu ni 5 tracks. Everything extra, nda invest kwa real estate. Sawa, nda invest kwa stocks. Stocks ni kama tricky, but lazima stocks zako once umebuy, don't sell. Usitrade hii kitu ujinga every day. Ati, oh, it may increase by 14%. Oh, it may... Hii ni mchezo. Hii ni gambling. That's gambling, by the way. That's what most people think stocks is. Wachana hiyo e-book. I don't know. Buy a book. You know, I'll teach you how to be rich. End up buy a book. Alafu usome. Alafu kama understand and watch YouTube channel yake. After umesoma book. No, useme ati, oh, shortcut. Hakunanga shortcut kwa hizi vitu, by the way. Unfortunately. No. Na option trading, I don't know. Maybe it's something I don't know. Kama wewe ni mnoma kwa hiyo story, if you make your money from trading, that's good. Ama kama wewe ni broker, yani wewe ndio middleman between stocks za wase na ule msana buy stocks, alafu ukitrade every time una make 1%. That's good. Maybe that's what you mean. Sijui ni nini. Hata kuna jina, I don't know what to call you. Sababu kuna kama symbols. Unaweza enda credit union wakupatie loan to pay off mortgage. You can do that too. Lakini unaangalia interest level. What's the... I don't know what to tell you. Sababu kuna vitu mujua basic needs before you make a business. Basic needs. Which camera is that? Camera gani? Yangu. Ya YouTube. Gapiri, unakuja kamera yangu ito Sony A7 IV. Alafu niko na lens gani? Lens yangu ni Sony A7 IV is gonna be cheaper after this year kwa sababu kuna A7 V inakam November December. Gapiri, utakuangalia kamera zangu itakukasirisha bwana. Don't ask me. I think camera equipment yangu ni worth 40,000 altogether according to my wife, so she's very right. Mi siangaliangi cost, musema the value that I get from these cameras, ina reduce depression. You don't want to know, but ni Sony A7 IV, alafu unaweza angalia maybe which lens suits you. Kama wewe film karibu kabisa, between kama uko maybe a desk away, tafuta a wide angle lens kama 24, 35 maybe 16, sijui naona. Ebu tuonyeshe na phone yako TikTok. How do I do that? How do I do that? Mi sijui mazi TikTok sana. 40K Gapiri atapata heart attack. Si hivyo, nilinunua kitambo hizi nini, but do photography pia na videography on the side, so ni kitu kama very expensive hobby to get into. I don't recommend it unless it reduces your depression, ni kama depression medication. When I go out there nikishika kamera hivi musikia poa, ina reduce ile pressure ya wiki mzima, even if I'm not getting paid. No, kama leo just ni hivi, kukuwa na kamera kufilm people in public ni kama stand up comedian ama msichana acting kwa stage ya theater ile, yani you get the instant gratification, sawa? Because I did something really stupid leo but I've done that before, so I know. Kama kuna event public, I'll shut down my highway, I mean my streets. Kama marathon, they block the streets, so mi nilijua hivi marathon inaanza 8, nimekam kwa hiyo place onda kublock, nikapark on the side. Although farming is another lucrative business, yes it is, but mi sijui mambo ya farming, so nilipark gari kwa hiyo before they close the highway, then they shut down the highway. Nikasema free parking, sababu nikosa parking, by the way everybody was there. Marathon ilikuwa na watu wangapi? I don't know how many people. Ilikuwa hivi, maybe I'll post a video now that you mention. So nikawasha camera, mutumia tripod, naona kila kitu. Siku hizi musema everything I have nimehang up kwa my shoulder and everything, so nikarecord video rakaraka kwa nini. The moment I put that camera out like this, kila mtu wa marathon akikimbia hivi kina camera, they come towards me. Utawaona tu. So that's like instant gratification. So they know I'm filming because they want to see themselves later, so I'll do a good job, so somebody's judging me. So what happens, nikipata hiyo adrenaline na kuwa more serious, ni hold accountable. So when I'm doing a video kama sahi ndio live kwa YouTube, unfortunately najua nishaambiwa kitu 1,000 times na DJ Voice ulako Iowa, aliambia nunua YOLO box ni poa, but it's $1,000. Do I want to spend $1,000 right now? No, I can't, kwa sababu niko na hii ATM mini kama mbili. I've already spent money doing so much stuff, so maybe I'll buy it, maybe this year itakwenda plug in straight kwa TikTok na kila kitu. You'll never see this phone again ever on your face, lakini bahati mbaya kwa YouTube you have to see this phone. So that's what I do sometimes. It reduces my depression. So kama leo nimeanza late, I'm already stressed up nimeanza late 2 hours late, but because nimeanza anyway, I'll feel a little bit better. Blood pressure may reduce kidogo. So nasema at least I got to be creative on a Sunday. Sawa, hiyo ndio kama therapy yangu. Okay, back to investor. So what do investors do? Money works for you. Income comes from your assets, stocks, real estate, royalties, or businesses. Extra. No. Alafu, this is where financial freedom is achieved. So sema independence, kuna independence. Independence ile ushapewa independence. Then to live out your independence, ndio unakuanga freedom. Sawa. Kuna financial independence, alafu kuna freedom. Sawa. Ninaanzia hapo hivyo. Investor. So averagely, au sema hivyo, averagely, usikufe moyo Gapuri, for example, natumia jina lako jiko hapa, nakujua. Ni hivi, average millionaire in America, ako average millionaire in America, average tu ile average, ni kama 56 years old. Average billionaire in America, 67-year-old. So if you're 30, you're 40, 50, mi kukaribu 50. I'm knocking to 50, big 50. So sijakuwa millionaire bado. Maybe I'm a millionaire. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you anyway. But ile average millionaire ni sijui ni 50 something hivi in America. Unaona? So kama uko 40, you're not far off. Alafu it's like a switch una turn. DJ Voice ndiye amejoin sahi. Aliambia ninunue Yolo Box. Amesikia jina lake sema let me join the live right now. Aliniambia niko na Yolo Box na kuona that everything ongeje yako DJ Voice. So hiyo ndio average. So you're not too late. Unaweza flip your switch sababu the thing na hii story ni hivi. Nikisema for example employee ukianza kuinvest at 25 according to umse naitwaje I'll teach you how to be rich na hold hizi book nisema zitaka hapa full time zitaka kama props zangu, maybe I should just print the cover alafu put it in the book anyway we'll figure it out, nitapiga picha poa alafu niweke hapo kama background. So ni hivi ukikuwa for example uko na employee umekuwa you're well any sema ile the white collar thing in American which only applies to watu weupe, but hiyo ni story nyingine. Ni hivi 25 want to invest 35 45 55 65 ukiinvest the right way from the time you're 25 ule usamati not everybody's going to be a businessman. Okay, who said that by the way? Let's go back to this guy. Not everybody's going to be a businessman. That's okay, I get it, but be a specialist. But ukisemaje I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 65, sawa. Average millionaire ni nini? 50 something. Billionaire ndio 67. So I want to be a what do I want to be? A millionaire by the time I retire. You will be, but you have to invest in the maybe S&P 500 ununue stocks from 25. Kumbuka. No. You have 40 years to be a millionaire. Does it make sense? You will be still. So kama do job for 20 years na hujai hata half a millionaire, then you're in trouble. Lazima uwashe moto. But it's never too late. Hata kuchelewa 2 years hakuna noma. So ni hivi, you'll be saving 15% of your income from 25 to 35 to 45 to 55 to 65. By the time you retire utakuwa millionaire. But how long did it take you to be a millionaire? 40 years? Na shout for emphasis. You tell me, do you have 40 years? Labda uko 25 ulikuwa una run Twin Cities Marathon. Hivi. 35 utarun your marathon. You want to go see the world. So what about semaje? I want to buy my own job. I want to be a specialist. You might end up going back to school for 3 more years. 26, 27, 28. Alafu, so what happens ukiingia kama business, for example? Approximately mimi, more believe hivi, you can be a millionaire in 5 to 10 years. Ukiinvest the right way. So suppose so many 10 years. Slash off, kama umekuwa millionaire by 10 years, ulikuwa 25, 35 when millionaire. Let's say 40, kwa sababu 25 bado msana ataka figure out what life is. Tuseme 40 hivi, 40 umekuwa millionaire, 40 year old, when millionaire. How long will it take you before ukwe billionaire? Okay, on the same trajectory. I'm telling you, I'm very surprised. What's going to happen? Maybe utakuwa millionaire in 10 years, alafu utakuwa maybe billionaire in 20 or 30 years. So itakuwa 67, maybe 50. No. Ini kitu yani uzero in. That means you won't even have a life. Of course have a life. Sema hivyo. Nunua kamera za 40,000. Mimi do nime waste kwa maisha yangu is more than do nime save. That's true. At this point, I know that. Nimekuwa nikitupa pesa the last 20 years or 10 years. But going forward, nimeamua I'm getting old. Sina nguvu anymore. Investment. Maybe start enjoy investment. My kids. No. Kwani nachukua life insurance for nothing? No. So ndio hiyo sasa. So that's what you do. I agree with you, your logic. My aim is to be a business that does have massive overhead. I'm working towards that. That doesn't have. Mtu wa 40 anaweza anza life US. Kabisa. So imagine kama average in 65, alafu kujapa kama uko 40, alafu let me give you 5 years to settle down, 45, alafu uanze kuinvest bila mchezo 50, wewe ni millionaire. Okay, umechelewa basi. 51. Is that too late? 1 year? Okay, 52. Okay, 55. Wewe ni millionaire. Umechelewa. Hujachelewa. 60. Umechelewa 60. Hujachelewa bado 60. Come on. 70. My dad works. My dad is over 70. Alikam kama retire from Kenya, akam States. Mimi ndo nimleta by the way. Nimkatia sana by the way. Nilibring mother akakwama hapa hivi, sababu akona kamkovi akatoka, you know what, nakuja kukaa hapa hivyo, kila mtu yuko hapa anyway. So my dad works, my mom works too. Now ako over 70. Are they millionaires? I'll make them millionaires if I could. Actually, so wako worth some good amount. Hawajui by the way, but wako worth some good amount. My parents, they don't know, but I'm serious. They don't know how much they're worth. I'm pretty sure my mom and my dad combined sahi ni 6 figures. Hawajui though. They don't really know. Ni chini ya maji. No. They don't know that they're worth maybe $500,000 US. They don't know that. No. But that's how good it is. Hii system, yani, once you become a little bit crazy kama mimi, you can do things unasikia poor on a daily basis. That's why I'm so free nikisha hizi vitu. Hata msaki bring contentious and argue, we can go any way ukitaka. Okay, sawa, let's not do it Albert's way. Okay. No offense. No. I'm not trying to make you be me, but you have to be a little bit crazy. Just a little bit of craziness. Listen, I'll get this. No. Alafu, will I ever rest? Probably never. I don't know. No. Nakona kimbia kila siku. I'll be racing all my life. So hiyo ndio story. In summary, tumeanza late kidogo. Mpaka na feel guilty kwa sababu naongea mob leo. So ni hivi, Albo, it's never too late to invest, but the thing an entrepreneur needs to avoid debt. It'll come out. I'm telling you. I know, I get it. I get it from what you're saying. Ile the old you anaongelesha the present you based on your old experience. No. Misikudanganye. Any net worth na whole leo sahi, mimi net worth in America ni through debt. No. Budao kunipatia Mrs. Trust Fund baby ama anything. My dad has never given me a secret account ikona gold nika borrow against my gold to invest. Nimeget CDL na deni $6,000 deni nikailipa in 2 years. Nimebuy truck yangu ya kwanza na deni $10,000 personal loan nikailipa in 2.5 years. Nili default, by the way. Leverage debts to create cash flow. Hiyo ndio method. Na umsabesema road with me. Nimeanza hivyo. Leverage debt kuanza CDL. Deni. Simu zangu, they used to be debt. See, debts paid off in full. iPhone 15. Who cares? Ni phones. Now they work anyway. They work. Who cares? No. Deni. CDL deni. Track ya kwanza $10,000. Deni. Track ya pili ilikuwa $19,000. Deni. Track ya tatu ilikuwa $60,000. Deni. Track ya nne ilikuwa how much? $240,000. Deni. Paid off in full last month, by the way. Track ingine bado niko nayo Western Star. Iko na jina ya wife, but I have 160 left on it. Kuna track ingine imekaa iko na 67, 60 something. So everything ni deni. You learn how to manage debt to create cash flow, utakuwa sawa. Sababu who's gonna give you the money? Tuseme ukweli kabisa, Edward Kamau. I know where you're coming from. I understand. Hata mimi nikuanga hivyo. There's a mindset lazima switch kidogo, semeaje. From now on, I'll be leveraging debt to create cash flow. Just build wealth. Itakam baadaye. You need stage 3, 4, 5. Tuanze the simplest one. I will leverage debt to create cash flow. Basic level. Ukicreate enough cash flow, utaanza kuwa wealthy. That's what happens. Sababu wealth, you multiply. Haikuwa ina add, ati nikipata, suppose ikibuy stock ya this much, ndaongeza $2. Hapana, ita multiply. Utakuwa worth 100,000 this year, next year utakuwa worth 300,000. Ime multiply. 100,000. Ukuwe 2 million. Ukuwe 10 million. What happened? No. Ina multiply. Uki understand debt, sababu the whole world you're on a debt. Nile labda ujuangi hizi vitu, lack of information, Edward. Squingly, you know what I'm saying? Squingly kabisa. Huwezi avoid debt. Ku avoid debt, that's what keeps you poor. Sababu utakuwa wapi kwa ile cycle, aliuliza kitu before nimwambie. Ile cycle ile ingine ile. Mimi my whole entire life in America ni debt based. No. So taking debt, going to school to be a nurse, and taking debt to get CDL, which one is better? Nurse, kama utakuwa nurse, hata sijui nisemaje, I can't speak for Kinagapirio, niambie hao ndio watu wa nurse huko hivi. Nurse bado wewe ni employee bado. But tracking, ukinunua track yako una elevate uko level nyingine. Fanya hivi, David Kabana, enda watch video yangu moja kwa YouTube, nimeweka tracker fulani inaitwa Victor. What he's saying. Chukua tu, just listen to the video na notebook. Asema how much does he make a month? Piga hiyo hesabu. Alafu piga hesabu ya nurse. Suppose umeenda 4 years degree upata nursing. I'm not saying don't do nursing, please be a nurse, lakini sema hivi, angalia which one has the fastest returns. Siwezi kuambia what to do. Mimi life yangu yote ni debt. The moment nili learn how to manage debt, ndio ito Maisha States, same kama TikTok, Maisha States. I used to have the link kwa TikTok, walikataa, waliitoa, sijui kwa nini. Naona niambie, wacha nitry kuanswer questions sahi, maybe tumemaliza before nifanye summary. I'm running out of time, by the way, niko late leo niaje. I think American economy is based on debt, unlike the Kenyan one where banks are more reluctant to offer credit. I don't think so, Steve. I don't think so. Na video moja hapa hivi ya Tattoo City niko naongea na msee, I don't think so. Green card ni when Kiki hata sijui, Kiki sijui green card ni when. Wacha nianswer my questions, make am mob sana, nimeongea sana by the way. So it depends. Albo, with that, will you have financial freedom? Yes. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to flip this thing. Maybe nakanaongea vitu sifai kuongea, but I don't know how to. Fanya hivi, the best I can do, the most legal way ni ile. So my book naitwa Robert Kiyosaki, The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hiyo sema very simple. Hizi ni words zake by the way natumia. Ile, there's one thing saying things in your head, there's another thing doing the things you're saying. Mona. Hiyo sema ngaje? Man, I don't even know how to tell you. Nago paka kuongea vitu zingine kwa nini kwa channel. I'm telling you, man. Na si ati ni kitu mbaya. Hata Victor, I'm supposed to teach Victor financial literacy. I think so. Sababu alisema ati the moment pesa yake ina increase, lifestyle increase. No. Don't do that. No. Hiyo ni kuna wase wengi wako hivi. Utakam States, acha niseme ukweli moja ya mwisho. Mnasikiza? Poa kabisa. Wase coming States. Wanafanya nursing for example. Wananunua truck for example. They do whatever they do. Wanakuanza kumake dough. Wakimake dough, alafu they can afford everything. Sawa. Wazanunua Lexus, wazanunua BMW, wazanunua Range Rover, nini ngine nimesahau. Audi, muona ka Audi ni kitu chini kidogo. You can do whatever you want. Yani una perfect being in middle class. Alafu unakwamia hapo. Thinking that retirement will take care of itself. Unakwamia middle class. Completely oblivious. So, alafu watu wengi middle class aufkiri you're rich. Unajua middle class ni superficial, by the way. Sababu kuna hii book ya hiyo samaji mse Myron Gold, samaji ni ile uko middle class, you think you're rich because you can afford everything. Aujui what you're doing just maintaining a lifestyle. Ukiangalia ule mse millionaire, hata lifestyle yake iko chini ya wewe. Unaona umse they must be so poor. Anadrive gari gani? Hii gari amekaa naye 10 years. He's so poor. Hata mimi take some time to understand your story. I was perfecting being middle class. Sawa, uko na nyumba, watu yako private school, mazee gari after 4 years una replace, unachukua. Oh, niko na 2020 Lexus. Wacha nichukue 2025. Kwa nini? Nishapay off ile ingine. Do iko, you have money. Forgetting that kuna investment inakam. Uko na house ya 5 bedroom, kuna basement, una watch football, kama hapa ni man cave. Unaona? Hapa nothing changes hapa hivi. Ili perfect story. Niambia watu wangu, we have mice in the basement. So hope wasikia story. Okay, hopefully. There's a magaunga. South Korea, hii place iko mice infested. So kujangi hapa chini. Ashindo, how come daddy's okay with mice? Ambia, mice are my friends. Anyway, I hope ina work. Ule mdogo atakujua. But that's what it is. Una perfect middle class. Not knowing that there's better ways of using your extra income kama middle class kukua more than middle class. Sababu guess ni hivi, uliza maintain middle class life yako, same yet you don't do a middle class. Maze endesha Lexus, kauta kuendesha Lexus. Who am I to tell you what to do or what not to do? Unataka iPhone every year. Nunua iPhone every year. But make sure uko na Apple stock. Ndio every time unanunua you're paying yourself. Now everybody else is paying you too. No. Yani ile tu one level up. Sema sawa, I want to maintain my middle class lifestyle. Invest, hata ukizeeka ukiretire, you still have your middle class lifestyle. Utabangi gari every 4 years, that's okay. Hii book yosema ngaji, I'll teach you, yosema live your rich life. Live out your rich life. See, kununua Lexus is nothing wrong with it. Lakini sema aje, how do I maintain this lifestyle? I'll have create some cash flow, leveraging debt, maintain your status. Sawa, iko ongeangi na watu kama sisi tuko lower than you, uko high. Sawa, do that. Naona, it makes you happy kwa sababu everybody ni YOLO, you got one life to live anyway, si ndio? Sijasema ati jikazia maisha kila siku. If you're doing that, kujikazia, it's for a reason, by the way. Sikia Victor, sikia interview by the way. Nimuulizaje, if you wake up at 4 in the morning kwenda kudrive truck the whole day, Victor yomka 4, by 3 he's done na kona over 1,000 a day, na job yao is do 6 days, akunanga day off by the way, unless he takes a day off 6 days a week. Jua sio kunywa mafuta kila siku. Niambie sasa, I can do fuel too by the way, but more na wife bado my student dangerous jiko nini. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Live your rich life, si ati unajikazia, but kumbuka you can leverage debt to create wealth. Kama ujue kitu kabisa, you have no idea, this is the first time you're hearing this, please sema hivi, from now on itakuwa something that bothers me. What does that mean? That's what happened to me. What does the cash flow method, waterfall method mean? Ilikuwa umse wa Standard Oil, nimesahau jina yake, John D. Rockefeller. What does waterfall method mean? What does leveraging debt to, what does rich debt, what does that mean? Soma book, jipatie assignment. Might take you 1 year. Okay. But believe me, kama ulichukua hiyo book kasoma, that's the first step ya ku-unlock unlock maisha yako. Sababu believe kila mtu, you have the ability inside you already, ni inbuilt. The thing ile, how do you tap into these resources uko nayo? Most people don't even bother. Wanna relax too. No. Me, according to wife, for example, yosema kamera zangu ziko worth 40,000. I don't believe her. I don't believe it. But it could be true. Because every time I buy a camera, siangaliangi cost. Mwangalianga, what value does this bring to me? Na nifurahisha, Mu unbox vitu every week saa zingine. Every week I'm unboxing something new. Kama sasa nimekuwa box vitu, but hizi si vitu na unbox za personal use, za business. Sawa. Kuna vitu li happen kwa truck, we had to fix our own things. Truck. Nimefix already by the way. It took me 2 weeks to order the tools. I fixed my truck in half an hour. Sawa. Kitu ngine cost kama $3,000. Do I feel good about it? Kama stuck with time, ningepay somebody else to do it. But nisemaje, let me just take my time to fix this thing myself. Nilirekodi hiyo video? Hapana, sikurekodi. Sometimes when I'm stressed out, recording video kaa hizo. No. Nasema, okay, so sawa, that's what happens ile. Mu unbox video every time. Baka nasema, this house is full of stuff. Do whatever you want, by the way. Lakini, invest bana. No. Go a level high. Maintain your middle life. So nini ingine able to come and miss out anything. Congratulations. Lead up. Just leo, I bought cutlery for my Airbnb. Yes. How does that make you feel? Airbnb ni investment, by the way. No. Kuna video moja hapa naenda kupost maybe next week, sijui, ni ya Tattoo City ya Unity Homes. Niko na kofia hapa bado. Kofia Unity Homes. Hebu tuone. Niko na t-shirt hiyo si yangu anymore. Unity Homes. Unity Homes. Free advertisement, Unity Homes. Najua nakaa weird kwa TikTok but sijali. Wacha niwaambie kitu moja. Nimeenda kwa nini ya ilikuwa talk ya Unity Homes. Umsa kasemaje? Anaongea na mimi. Nikamina best yangu fulani. Sitaki kusema jina yake, tulikuwa wawili. Yeye pia ni yes, si businessman, but yeye ni specialist. Ni msawa software IT specialist. So that's my special. Sitaki kusema jina yake, tujaongea naye bado, no consent. Alafu akasema ati, so how much is that house, Unity Homes, the new development? Akasema, ni this much. Alafu kulipa this much. Alafu kulipa this much. Alafu, no. Just break it down. Yani, how much do you spend per month for the 1 bedroom? Akasema figure. Sema hiyo figure, calculator in dollars. Tukaangalia na hivi. Tukana kucheka. I'm serious. Got to check out, by the way, Unity Homes. Technically, if I want Unity Homes sahi, hiyo nyumba sahi, Tattoo City, nishai buy already. It's affordable kwangu. Yani, to be honest, si phone bill yangu. I'm sorry, nimesema what did I do? Yani, kubuy your house, monthly expense na ni cost. After, of course, down payment. It's not my cell phone bill. Ndako na apartment. Just think about that. Yani, nisako Kenya, I don't know if that's making sense to you. Tattoo City, I'll post the video maybe tomorrow or maybe Tuesday or something. It cost me my phone bill to maintain 1 bedroom, Tattoo City, kama Airbnb. Kama msama buy cutlery nini yake. That's what it is. Na Airbnb ni business. Lakini kuna kitu moja ndakasirisha wasee hapa hivi sana, Wacha niangalie swali kwanza before labda nitasahau, nikisahau bahati mbaya. But anyway, tuangalie hivi. SoFi ama SoFi Bank kuna percentage for each year per LLC in your industry kuhepa Uncle Sam. Naelewa hizo story by the way. Naelewa hizo story. Au happy Uncle Sam sana. Nisaidie website za majuu. Man, missie swali imeenda wapi? Nisaidie website za majuu nifanye job za proxy. I mean online jobs. Zimedisappear kidogo juu the new administration ili cut down on employment. Ni kama the new investment ya wase, they are banking on AI ifanye everything. So I don't know how to do that. No. Nice, I can't wait. I take photos za kuchachisha online. No. Ukitaka kudump some of the items leta hapa Menkero. Wallace Kigan, sitakudampia, wenda kuuzia huko Minnesota. I will sell you my camera tomorrow. Mse, Victor Ochieng, unajua Victor Ochieng, ule best yangu ule Victor Ochieng, ule kwa University of Minnesota Berkeley. He bought one of my cameras, $4,000. Alinitumia sikuamini. Pia Victor ni I don't know what's happened with Victor. Alinitumia do hata tujai meet. That's how much I did trust. Nilimuzia kamera yangu moja. Ni FX3, Sony FX3. Nikampatia lens, nikampatia microphone because I was so happy. I was so impressed by the way. Nitaka tu ile alimwachia memo nimwambia I'm not even napatia exactly the way I was using it. Hata karibu nimpatie bag, vile bag ilikuwa too bulky kusend na nini. Na hiyo package ilikuwa extra bag again. Nilikuwa shei pack, they were closing in half an hour. So man, I missed this opportunity. Nampeleke in person by the way. Unity Homes na Swali Dishes Jojo great move. Ndio Unity Homes ndio hivyo basi. Unaweza afford DJ Voicey, I'm telling you the truth. Uta afford one bedroom Unity Homes $300 a month. US dollars, $300 a month finance mortgage yako ya Unity Homes. Is it worth it to you? You're not going to make 300 kwa Airbnb plus minus. But if kama ni asset, do it improve? Ni how is it appreciate over time? I don't know how to say that. No. So you sound very Islando for an American guy. Mimi mswa Islam, mimi mswa Isli bana. Niaje? You sound very mimi mswa Tony Prince. Isli, mimi Isli. Isli namba 9. Ni mimi bana. Ujeyo na video zangu before. Unajua mimi mswa Isli kabisa. Mimi mswa Isli bana. Vibaya sana. No. Proud kabisa. Don't nisoma Milimani Primary, sijui ni mix up vitu, but Isili, mimi ni Isili. Isaac website ya sijui. No, you sound Islando. Mimi ni Islando mbaya sana by the way. No. But mboga unamuingilia sana. Mazi accent yako ni ya Jerry, Makadara, Nairobi. So itakuwa anything. Inakubali kabisa. I'm a business person, but when I move here and I talk business, everyone thinks it's showing off. It doesn't matter what people think. Come on. Milimani Primary massive, brown uniform. Yes, you know mimi. Angalia mse, angalia MCOP, angalia mse wa East Coast. Alikuwa Milimani pia. Alikuwa Milimani Primary by the way. Mr. Ochieng alikuwa ni wetu. But ninge Milimani 1 year too. Before nilikuwa tembea sana. So anyway, how many hours nimeenda? 2 hours shamaliza maki yangu. So can you invest with credit cards to push you to work hard? You can't really use credit cards sababu Vini nakuexplainia. These things you have to be doing them. Tuko wengi hapa na accent ya Islando. We're just chilling. Yes, ndio. I was there Ochieng. The son was also a student. Yes, ndio hivyo. Asili pia hapa ni San Diego. Milimani Primary. Kumbe kuna wengi hapa Milimani Primary. How old are you and how long have you been in the States? David Kabana atakujua. 19 years America. Alafu how old was I when I was how old were you and how old are you? 47. 19 years, 47. I'm 47 years old. Nimeanza Maisha statistic of 45. Something happened. I need to share this information to my brothers and sisters because it's too easy. No. Kama ile song ya nani ya You Make It Too Easy. Jina yake nani? BN. Jamini brother ya BN, not kusema hivyo. But I'm the older brother, sijui. I don't know what happened at BN. High school. So from Islando garage. Garage kabisa KBS huko hivyo. Kwa post office ile ya roundabout hapo hivyo ni grow up hivyo. Ben Bella Lane. Hapo ni grow up. Karibu 10 years of my life niishi Ben Bella Lane. Kulikuwa na Shell gas station, alafu posta, alafu nini roundabout, ukienda hivi unaenda place ya KBS huko garage, ukienda hivi kuna Starehe Boys, hiyo place yote ile kuna huko hivyo, ni grow huko hivyo. So number 9 number 6 Isli, but we don't like saying number 6. Number 6 kama boo, number 9 yeah 69, if you know what that means. Ni joke to, by the way, ni joke, but ni hivyo. Anyway, to be on a serious note, Vini, you can't use a credit card to invest. Your credit card you're gonna interest, lazima leverage credit. There's so many ways, yani you have to be doing it ndio understand. Aikamingi tu hivyo, kumbe wewe ni my wakini, I need to have your content. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Wakini. I've never hidden my information. Ukienda Maisha States YouTube channel, uangalie any video, uangalie pale kwa description section, you will find my email address, my phone number, my social security, my credit score. Just kidding. But everything utapata huko hivyo kila saa. Alafu naongea. Ni vile mtu ya kumake videos zingine tu zile za according to YouTube. Okay, kuna mtu mia aitwaje vidIQ. Au niambia, even if my primary video ni hii, fanya hii ndio keep channel going. Sawa David Kabana, ejimate wangu. Fanya hivyo, do these videos and you keep the channel going. So videos a week zile za kujaza tu channel ile tu, you have to be consistent. So mtu akisema I'm recording a video while I'm driving the truck, alafu they post TikTok for a while, oh my goodness, no wonder. Tell me more about credit cards and how to use them and why you can't use them to invest. You can. What's your YouTube name? Maisha States. Same photo, same everything. Kuwa specific. I don't DM you for cash. Kama kuna mtu amefungua Bonoko, I don't need your money. No, I don't need anybody's money. Ni Maisha States YouTube channel. So that's what it is. So ukiinvest, ukitumia credit card, ni kama tricky. Suppose you can do this. Every time you use a credit card, kuna grace period. There's 30 days before interest kick in. So if you use your credit card on the 1st of the month, end of the month, pay it off in full. Simple. Sawa. Kuna difference ingine hivi, kama sahi kuna strategy flani. When you get a brand new credit card, some of them will give you 18 months no interest. Sawa. So I don't know how much they'll give you though. Sababu semaje, if you can get $100,000 credit card, $100,000 credit card, no interest in 18 months, and uswipe ununue, ufungue business, ununue everything business, alafu make sure within 18 months you have 180,000 in full, we pay off, then get a new credit card, leverage, pay off. But that's tricky because life happens, something will happen to you. Miss one payment drop hivi kidogo, alafu game over. No. Kama mimi sahi this year, one of my credit cards, your business though, doesn't really affect me personally, but if I miss a payment, I'm the personal guarantor, so I don't miss a payment. Libidi ni swipe 12,000 instantly na 8,000 instantly, 20,000 mara moja. It's maxed right now, but because ilikuwa expensive this year, I'm not gonna pay it off. Hiyo deni na nanaye mpaka next year. It's okay. 20,000 deni mpaka next year. Why? Because according to my, what's your YouTube name? Maisha States, the same too. Amasema at Maisha States, search at Maisha States. So ufanya hivi, hiyo credit card ndaiwacha ikae this year, ndio ikuwe kama my business expense. I'm not gonna pay it off this year. No, I'm not doing that until next year. So I owe 10,000 on my business side though. See, Mimi H20 credit score. Nionyeshe? I can't do that. That's what it is, by the way. So kutumia credit card ni tricky. You can use it in the beginning, but it's something like in progressive. The first time when I get credit card, they won't give you a large amount because I don't trust you. Lazima will build over time. So over time, then you can leverage your baadaye. In the beginning, it's like hard kidogo kubuild juu. They don't really know you, the bank. So una leverage to create cash flow. Then hiyo cash flow unaitumia kuanza business. Alafu ukipata business, hiyo pesa si yako, ni ya business bana. Sasa ndipo kuona side hustle, sababu ucreate ile, usimess up na income yako ya kila siku. Sasa so nda review kila kitu. Trading 254 here. Nikumbushe mwanzo kutumia t-shirt bana, mse. Naona. Mpaka nilitoa tag juzi. Nikumbushe ama ni nani? Nimekuona sasa. David Kamau. Oh, sasa. Umeniona? Oh, sasa basi. Ndio mimi basi, Maisha States ndio hiyo. Niko at the same time. Naona. So how about credit score? Credit score ni a social credit system iko hapa America. inasaidia kuomba loan, lakini make sure that unailipa on time. Do life happens. Usi bet on, usi gamble na credit card. They always win. The house always wins. No, which is the bank. They'll always win. So then the summary, by the way, actually the summary. Let me be a good jinaongea tu hapa hivi, summary ni hivi. So tumesema hivi, life yangu nilikuwa influence na Dave Ramsey, number 1. Itonga Total Money Makeover, 7 baby steps. I go through step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Step 4 nikawachia hapo. Nimekwambia step 4, by the way. I've never saved money for my kids' college. I've never paid off my house. I give, but hiyo ni ile good giving. Sawa. So nika switch to hii place ya nikifika Minnesota utanipe job ya truck. Lazima uko experience though. No, experience. Si mimi, ni insurance. If I run your record na kuna record you need to have experience. Siwezi kupatia tu job hivyo. Nakusaidia upate job ingine mahali where they need new drivers. But mimi mwenyewe lazima nikuwe experience, because if you don't have experience, it's going to cost me more money. So I'll pay you less money. I don't think you want less money. Is credit score important, or making your monthly payment and the duration of the payment? Is credit score important, or making your monthly payment and the duration of your payment? All of them together. Basically ni hivi, suppose uko na credit card ya 10,000, alafu na balance ya 9,000. If you don't pay for it at the end of the month, you'll pay minimum balance. You're not going to mess your credit. Lakini uta lose some points, you won't have access to more credit. But uko na credit card ya 10,000, utumie 1,000, we pay off every month. After 6 months, utakuwa na credit worth it, uta increase to maybe 20,000. So musema hivi, rule of thumb, ukianza build credit score, only use 30% of your credit ile iko allowed. Kama ni 10, tumia 3,500 maximum, alafu pay it off. Revolve around 3,000. Usiende 4,000. Jopo ushaanza ku lose points. Alafu maintain you for a while. Okay, maintain for a while, whoever who's the bank lords, the bank credits, the bank gods, the credit card gods, this guy seems like, because the main point of credit card ile, they're trying to get you. So, hiyo ni one of their main way to make pesa legally. So, ukiona mse ana spend 3,000 but at 10,000 watakuongezea to 20, alafu ndio wana hope increase lifestyle to 6,000. You will, lakini pia maintain 6,000. Tena kuongezea useme tena increase tena. Mazi ukido hivyo, I'm telling you from personal experience, creative journey. Mimi sahi personal credit card ya must get check up, by the way. I'm laughing sababu mimi nili mess up my first 7 years in America. Nikikuwa na credit score ya 400, 500. I didn't know what I was doing. Siku hizi niko na 820. My personal credit ile, wacha kampuni huyu ni mtu mwingine. Personal niko na almost 100,000 credit score. Almost 100,000. Imagine I can swipe 100,000 on a credit card, but do I have 100,000 to pay it off? No, I don't. So mu play your game hiyo na unaniongezea. So personal credit card iko na 100,000 access to credit. 100,000 credit card pekee personal. Sijaenda kwa business bado. Ingia kwa business si lazima niwaambie, but ni hivyo, una get your point. You become so good at it mpaka inakufavor, yani it's always available. Unachukua hiyo, that's how good it is. So summary ni hivi, Robert Kiyosaki, cash flow quadrant. Kuna employee. What does employees do? You work for someone else. Income comes from your paycheck. Time is traded for money. Security is valid, but earning potential is limited. Ndapost hizi words zote kwa description section ama kwa comments ya hii video ama ile recording, one or the other. Number 2 ni self-employment. You work for yourself. Freelance, business owner, professional like doctors, lawyers, consultants. You own a job instead of a business. If you stop working, your income usually stops. Done. The other side, the 4 levels of value, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Communication, alafu ya mwisho nimesahau kila saa. But ile ni kuna Myron Golden na kuna Robert Kiyosaki. Almost the same concept, but different names. So number 4, the business side now. Things are working out for you. You're a business owner. You own a system that works for you. Employees and system generate income. Focus is on building and scaling the business, not just working every day. Alafu, you can step away from and still earn money. You're number business owner. Investor, Your money works for you. Money works for you. Income comes from assets. See liabilities, assets. This is where financial freedom is achieved. Freedom. See independence, freedom. Independence ni kwa business level. No. Stable ni kwa self-employed ama job. Unstable ni kwa employment. I'm stable, whichever. No. Depends on you. So which is the best credit card from which company for someone to have? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, by the way. But musema stick na zile zimeandikwa Visa. Kuna Visa ile double coin itongaje zile mbili ile capital itongaje ile nimesahau ile kuna American Express kuna Capital nimesahau jina. Stick kwa Visa, anything kuna Visa utakuwa sawa. Visa anything to Visa. I think my recommendation, you can do whatever you want, but Visa stick kwa Visa. Capital One ile kwa Visa, alafu itongaje ingine nimesahau jina kabisa. Zile saa mbili zitongaje zile ziko hivi kama credit card types, but stick kwa Visa tu, alafu build from hapo hivyo. Tumia 30%, alafu build credit. At the same time, lazima think as an investor. Yani msema hivi, whatever Mastercard, I think ni Mastercard. Hizo Mastercard mbili hivi. Mastercard ni poa, lakini Mastercard yangu inipatiangi cashback sana. It's very slow. It's very disappointing. Kama last year nimake 1,000 cashback. So, man, Mastercard, you're so broke. Visa nimake kama that's move by my camera, by the way. Sometimes I make so much money from the credit cards just by using it for business stuff anyway. Alafu the extra money I invest, I'm a new camera, I'm a new lens, that's how I get my from extra money. I should be investing that money though, but I invest in myself for my own therapy. New cameras, best bank to open account, I don't think it matters what ones are a credit union in the beginning, but most must stick to commercial bank pia. You should have at least 3 bank accounts, by the way. Si moja si poa. Mimi na kama 1, 2, 3 business mbili, alafu personal 3. Yeah. So give great cash back. Mastercard. It varies on card you use. Kama if you travel a lot to Kenya, chukua American Express. Kuna points za kutravel na Sky Miles. Kama ni mseka mimi ile tu unakaa tu hapa US maisha yako yote, uendangi mahali unarestua toi. Katu hivyo. So tumemanage 2 hours ya live. Nimeanza late kidogo lakini nime pay back for ile time lost. Next time ndaza mapema kidogo. What's your recommendation on business vehicle C corp? What's your recommendations on business vehicle C corp or LLC? Kivesh, C corp any day. Knowing what I know now, if I had a C corp 15 years ago, I'll be a multi-millionaire by now. C corp. It's complicated. Learn. Don't be scared. Learn. LLC, you're an operating company, maybe. Depends on your field, just to get started. But always focus on C corp. C corp is the mother, the big mama, the big bear. C corp always. No LLC. But if you're getting started as an LLC, you'll learn. But don't usikae in an LLC more than 3 years. After 3 years, if you switch to C corp. Keep in mind some AX does charge foreign fees. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do sometimes. But they're asking for my recommendation. I don't know. No. I'm just like, I'm using my personal experience. So I wish some of you guys should be doing videos and talking about the same thing so I can learn from you too. I don't know. We can do that. Swali, I'm answering based on my own experience. Not to claim that I know everything. Neither to my personal experience, what I know and what has worked for me. But you guys need to make your own videos, then I can learn from you too. No. Free, free 99 to exchange ideas. I'm a VP. That's what I usually hope. I hope everybody was a YouTuber. I'm a TikToker. You create content, we learn from each other. Hiyo ndio goal yangu, by the way. If you have information, share it. There's no competition. Share it. No. Just share the information. By sharing, itakufundisha, you learn something. Mi nimekuwa nikiripokwa tu since 2023, I think. 2 years, Maisha stays the 3rd year sahi. New here, followed you for more information. Nick, let's make it happen. Yeah, just share information. If you have information, share. Even if it's dumb, it doesn't matter. Utalan as you go. Sabu, you don't know how to film YouTube videos? Ask. What do? Take your camera, look for the camera app, push record. Audio is bad, I'll tell you what to do. Buy this or buy this or buy that. No. You got a microphone up, even $5. No. These are $5 microphones. $5 microphones. Do they work? Yes, they do. They don't last forever though. They break easily. Already. You need $5, by the way. It could be a lot of money, $5 times 130 kama wa Kenya, a lot of money. But these things work. They work. No, USB Type-C microphone. Because when you're doing videos, 50% of your video is sound. You have to sound good. No. If you want to buy a truck while in Kenya, it's a little bit different. Buy one in Kenya and run it in Kenya. That's okay if you can. But the things, they're not transferable. Won't believe Vivi, one of my worst thing, we can co-host a session for our diaspora family members. Invite me to your live, then I'll come. Mine, I'm just, it's not a schedule. I don't have a schedule, by the way. So you invite me to yours, I'll come. No, for a few hours even. When my baby is sleeping. No, my kid. I have a 2-year-old. So invite me. Nimesahau YouTube kama kabisa. So nice time, brother. Vini ameenda kulala. Naelewa nimeanza late sana. Where is the best, biggest Kenyan community in the US? I don't know. Ours. I don't know the biggest, because I don't take statistics. I believe in giving. One of the biggest problems na story ya Kenya, ile seme as a community ni ile, people are waiting for somebody else to tell them what to do. Alafu unangojea ile itongaje, you're waiting for somebody else as a community. Albo, mi naona we should start a YouTube channel. Then when we do, we just get all the men together, and all the women together, all the Kenyan together. Then once we get them together, then you can learn from each other. Empty words. No. 9 times out of 10, aka, do you know what that means? I'm not willing to do anything right now. I want you to do it so I can follow you. Hiyo ndio mambo ya community. Musema hivi, start your YouTube channel peke yako. Period. Unaona? How many uko na live? Hapa ni live to 77. By the way, this is the highest number I've ever got in TikTok. It doesn't matter. It's not about the numbers. It doesn't matter. That's why mufanyanga hivi, because niko na ile I used to record from COVID. Niko doing my live. I learned how to do lives during COVID. I was doing it for free. I got paid one time. Nikanunua my microphone. See microphone? This microphone. No, my microphone hii hapa hivi. This was paid in full. Niko na extra microphone, by the way. This was paid in full. I was recording for a millionaire movie producer. Ako hapa hivi Minnesota. Multi-millionaire guy. Asema tu, this guy Albert knows how to do live stream. Get him over. Alinilipa $180 an hour for 16 hours. From Saturday, ile Friday setting up, Saturday the live. He was very sick, alikuwa na heart problem, alikuwa amepromote movie flani. I'm not going to tell you the name. Nilisign NDA. I'm not supposed to tell you the movie. But nilifanya hivi, nilimlipa the guy, sikujua kama ni millionaire. He looked me up, by the way. He looked me up first. Oh, so you do YouTube? Oh, you have a business? How do you know? Alikuwa na everything about me. Alinilipa $180 an hour to set up in his house or basement, man cave. That's where I got the man cave idea from. Alafu, nikanunua hizi microphone. Kasema, oh, this guy is a multi-millionaire. Na sina audio. I had some flimsy microphones. Guess what? Nina guitar sana nikabuy hizi vitu na credit card. I have 2 of them. Kuna moja pale, kuna ingine pale. For actually 3. That's how I got this microphone. He was so impressed the way I was doing things. Akaniambia, I'm going to introduce you to my movie director. Ako California. The problem ile kambiaje, I can't move to California right now. I have kids. I have a wife. I have a family. I have ile ni DP ama ile director assistant, something like that. Kwa hiyo movie producer wake. Do you know how much movie producers make a year? Man, I missed the opportunity. So Musa Mangaji, can't wait for my kids to get old so I can move to California and go do movies. No, I'm not going to do that. But it's just something to think about. This guy was so impressed by what I was doing. Man, so these stupid things I do on the side actually make sense? Yeah. So ndio hii live. Everything I bought that day ni mtu mpaka leo. Naona. Video switch ndio hii. Kama muoni, I don't know if I can stretch it. See, I can't stretch it. Everything. I had to buy everything for that particular thing. Could impress. So which means nili invest before nilipwe. Nikalipwa and he was very impressed. I said, what camera are you using? Guess what camera I was using for that thing? Ndio hii camera live sahi kwa YouTube. Same. Sony A6600. Iko na mbili, 1, 2. Moja ndio hii. No, hata hii iko out of focus nimepotea. Hello? Simu imechukua out of focus na hii hapa hivi. 2 cameras. He was so impressed. Useme nangojea wa Kenya wakuwe na mkutano alafu ndio tufanye kitu. Anza your own YouTube channel with all your stupid ideas. You think they're stupid until you get online and do it. No. Oh, nothing is stupid. No. If you're not learning something new every day, then you're getting dumb every day. Won't believe evil. Because there's so much to learn about. Mimi nimeenda kwa hizi mavitu, everything young and a specialist. Kuna msee ameandika hii program ya hii live, hii ya nini, StreamYard. Kuna msee ameprogram cell phone. Nimeenda kwa airport, job kwa airport, everything is systematic. The way the plane flies, the mechanics, ni kama dance. So ukiangalia any specific thing, no, I'm telling you, anza kuongea tu matope yako pale kwa online. Bora si gossip. Sema this is what I know and I'm learning every day. Alafu wanzi hapo hivyo. Sema nangojea wa Kenyan community will come together, alafu that means you want somebody else to do it for you. No. Am I the best YouTuber? Absolutely not. Busamanga, I wing it every day. Neither to angalia mimi, I share my personal experience. Didn't even know where this was going to go. One day 2000 and ilikuwa 25, 24, 23 nilikaa hapa chini kwa basement hapa man cave hapa hivi. Kwa hii kiti hapa by the way, kombali, I had everything by there still. Nikasemaje naanza video leo. Nikaanza video on the 1st of January, New Year's resolution. Nika make video January, nika watch second, nika watch third. Nikasema, man, I'll never do it. Guess what? On the 4th, nika make video ingine. Kurepeat. Juu ya kwanza nikamjirepeat sana. Nikasema, this is not the best video. Nikaipost anyway. Hapo ndio Maisha States ilikuwa born. Hata jina hii nini channel iko Maisha States ilikuwa jina ingine. Ilikuwa Msee wa Isili. No, Msee wa Isili. I don't know. Msee wa Isili kwa sijui ni Maisha ya States. Somebody suggested Maisha States. Hata si mimi by the way. People gave me the name. Nikaanza hivyo. So everything I knew, I'm just sharing on a daily basis. I don't care video yangu ya last year, this year nimegrow. These things I used to believe in 2 years ago, I don't believe in them anymore. So kwa nini? Because I'm learning on a daily basis. Naona? Yes? Mtaya ameamka. Yes? So hiyo ni kiu yangu kuenda. My daughter ameamka. So where ends the channel? Naona. Anza na cell phone, nunua camera, learn. Naona. 4 years ago I didn't even do anything. Yes? Yes? Acha nimalize live bana. So hivyo tuongee story baadaye. Can I finish? What do you have? You have doughs? Ndio utaka donuts. Doughs? Can I just finish? I can finish. So mtayari kuja hapa na donuts zake nifungulie. Tukule. So namaza live bana. No, namaza live. Ameamka. So anza tu channel, usijiulize maswali. So hii so nimeongea leo ndaipost kwa comment section ya hii live, everything in case you miss, ama kwa description section. Alafu kwa ile recording ya video next week on Friday hivi nda include kwa description everything nimeongea about his story ya summary ya ebook inaitwa Rich Dad Poor Dad. Ni summary tu by the way, a section. Unaona? So ndio hivyo. Unaona? So tutamaliza story baadaye. Ataka kule hiyo tangazi doughs. Sawa, sitamaliza video basi. Acha nimalize hapa hivi. Nimeshikwa saa hii. TikTok baadaye. Tuende hapa kwa YouTube. Semaje? Mr. Alberto. Semaje? Nimeona notification ati and though ni new video and here I find you like asante sana for advice na also napenda sana drives talk na pia view za mtaa. Hii ni poa basi, ni poa. Wende wachiza video basi. Alafu ya pili nani is Albo, are cars and trucks cheaper hapo compared to huku Kenya? I think it is slightly cheaper because of ile mambo ya tariffs na taxes. Lakini no, don't push that. Please. Can you come get her, please? I'm just finishing up. Spilled my water again. I'm on video. Oh, my camera died, by the way. That camera died. So namaliza video na hapa hivi kuna maisha yangu, alafu hapa nini nyingine hapa hivi, very soon bro nakuja and lazima to meet. Sa meet kama kuna time. Mimi namtoi bana na watoi. Unaona? Amesha disconnect kama. What's over there? Yeah, she messed up my audio for a couple of minutes. I had to restart everything again. So sawa sit, tamaliza video basi hapa hivi, tuongea baadaye. Recording iko available on Friday next week. See you on the next one. Peace. Come say bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. She's mad. She's mad at me for, yeah. Bye-bye. So sawa. Very, very